Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Deck to Sim live stream. Today, it's the 2nd of July 2020 coming in at 3 minutes past 5 here in the evening. And here we are in a different part of the world than Europe. We are back in Dubai for our second ever stream in the United Arab Emirates. We're today taking part in the Thursday Tahini live stream VATSIM event. We're going to be going from Dubai to Doha, 45-minute flight, and then we're going to have a quick turnaround and then the return sector, so it could be pretty busy here. It is absolutely roasting in virtual Dubai. Live weather, it is currently 40 degrees Celsius, and we are running the sim 4 hours behind live time because I think it'd just be past sunset now, so hopefully by the time we get back into Dubai the sun will be setting and we can enjoy the nice approach here. It's going to be a really short stop flight. As I said, 2 45-minute flights both ways, so it might be spending most time today sat on the ground discussing taxis, briefings and approaches, but this is the life of an airline pilot, or you know, you pretty much do certain sectors and days where your time spent on the ground is longer than your flights, but I know sometimes you like to see me do these short sharp sectors as well. We've got full ATC for the entire sector as well. We've got lots of people in the chat already, 260 people watching. I can see Freckles Aviation, Will Bewley's here. You're all enjoying the new Alpaca Airways livery. We'll have a good look at that very shortly. We've got Lewis Grindle here, Earth's Play, Colby M, Lewis Grindle again, I've already said to you. Scott Morgan says, will the new Alpaca Airways livery be public? Absolutely. I should have probably actually asked the guy first, but whenever I stream, there we go in chat, I always make the livery available for anyone that's watching the livery here, or free for all, so that's great. Cool, so let's now zoom on in. I completely forgot who made this scenery. I downloaded it from the X Aviation website, which is the same place where I got the IXEG 737, but the scenery looks great. It sits on really, really nicely with the Ortho 4XP. I've got that for the entire sector, even though we're pretty much over the Persian Gulf for the entirety of the flight, but at least the coastline does look really good. You can see the buildings just zooming in there. You can see the Burj Khalifa in the distance as well, all the various islands. Now, I don't know much about Dubai. I've never flown here at all. I think I've parked it on this remote stand, and this is where I think Fly Dubai operate from. Emirates are all over here and stuff. But we'll zoom on in, and here she is, the Alpaca Airways 737, straight out of the paint shed for its inaugural flight in the new paint scheme. There we are. So the airstairs down already, doors open, ready to commence boarding. We've got the Emirates bus here ready to get the passengers on board. Will this kind of music take you back to the New York cafe? We'll turn the music off shortly as we get everything set up here. Boris and Gary saying afternoon and evening all. Hope you're doing well. Lister and paint still wet, don't touch. It'll be very dry in this soaring heat, that's for sure. Kieran Harvey, blended wheelings are better. You cannot change my mind. Yeah, I went back to the original one and we've got rid of the satellite dome on top for this one. Toga, 1-2 left, 30 right is normally used for departure, unless I'm mistaken. I'm not sure, actually. I think they prefer 30. I was looking at the airfield brief here. Up to a 10 knot tailwind, so I think it'll be one of the northwesterly runways in use. Not 100% sure. David Troll, hello, Captain. It's nice to be here tonight. Good, very much. That's very... Let me start. Oh, my God, I'm losing it already. Thank you very much for your kind words. Top 10s, which scenery for Dubai? If you scroll on the video description below... It is Aviotech simulation software scenery for Dubai, and I got it on the X Aviation website. Maxi, we're flying on 11.5. No, this is the pre-release. This is the 1141 version of X-Plane, but I didn't mention we're in a brand new version of the ZIBO mod, a non-public version, 342.15. Mostly bug fixes, but there is now a new approach score calculator where it ranks your approach based on several parameters. We'll explain that whilst we're on the approach. It is still very much in its early development stage, so you'll only get the rating, but I'll explain the parameters it's being looked at, and then you'll actually get a breakdown of your approach, and it's based off real guidance from real aircraft data monitoring system, which is pretty cool. Right, anyway, we'll quit the panning around the aircraft whilst the music's cooled off, and we'll zoom on back into the flight deck. There we are. So, cold and dark. We are, as I said, running the sim 4 hours behind the live time, so that is the correct Zulu time there, but the time in the simulation is 12:07. local, but we are live weather, of course. But we'll get everything started now. Right, batteries on, GPUs on the bus, electric hydraulic pumps are on. Landing gear lever, we've got 6 green lights. We'll then check all the aircraft documentation. Fault and fire tests. Now, it's worth noting here, actually, I know it's obviously a simulator, but we're going to start the APU straight away, and this is why I like the ZIBO mod. Look at the temperature in the cabin already. It's already representing the outside air temperature. In reality, I'd think it'd be even hotter with that, because you imagine an aluminium tube with the sun beating down on it, how hot it'd actually be. So the temperature in the cabin, you can see, is already 40 degrees Celsius. It'll be horrible in here, so that's why I've started the APU up straight away, so we can get the APU bleed on. If you're on an airbridge, you definitely have conditioned air right now as well. It's worth noting, though, I've just did a bit of a whoopsie. Know how I've actually started the APU? Make sure you do the fault and fire test first. Make sure that the fire extinguisher bottle sounds correctly. You should do that before starting the APU, for obvious reasons. And we'll put it on the bus straight away as well. There we go. You usually have to wait an entire minute for that, but we'll already put the packs on, isolation valve to auto. We'll put the temperature controllers all the way down to cold here, and hopefully, if it's been modelled correctly, you'll be able to see the temperature of the cabin slowly decreasing first. In fact, I'll turn it right down here. That's the beauty of a desktop simulator. You don't have to worry about these sort of things. Toga only slightly warm then. Yeah, exactly. 40 degrees. Oh, I'd hate that. I remember doing my CPL in Arizona in the summer, and it was like 38. Well, they had to, I think it was over 38 degrees Celsius. We couldn't fly, but I remember flying on some days like that with the sun beating on the canopy. Oh, it was so hot there, it was crazy. Cool, so pop that on. Let's get some fuel for this sector. So it is an incredibly short flight. We shouldn't need too much. Here's our first operational flight plan from Dubai to Doha. So first time going to Doha as well. 5.6 tons. It is a VATSIM event, so let's take an extra 30 minutes, which would be 1,200 kilos. Let's call for 6.8 tons on the fuel. Start the flight leg as well. So 6.8. Enter fuel. Oh no, not that one. We want call for the fuel truck. There we are. Passengers. Popular between Dubai and Doha, even though there isn't a scheduled flight that exists in this on this sector, but we'll take 180 passengers today. Now that we've got bottom to the flight, back to the... Oh my god, what's wrong with me today? Now we got to the bottom of the flight model issue, I'm happy to take higher loads in the mod as well. There we are, 180 passengers. That's going to give us a zero fuel weight of... I'll make a note of this, 58.8 tons. 58.8, there we go. Thank you very much, Captain Berta, for $5 donation. Hello, top of the morning from LA, California, Captain. Thank you very much, Captain Berta. Hope you're doing well. What's the time in California now? Yeah, it's going to be 8 o'clock in the morning there, isn't it? Something like that, 8 hours behind. But very good to hear from you, and I hope you're doing very well, sir. Enjoy your breakfast, enjoy the stream as well. Cool, so that's done. A 10 button we can push. Let's put the auto brake to RTO at this stage as well. Reset this. Usually comes later. Done that. Cargo fire test. Very good. We're on VATSIM, so we're going to put this to VHF1 now. Get the ATIS very shortly. Check all the circuit breakers. They're all in. Install warning test. Need to wait a little bit longer. Test the flight to recorder. Mac airspeed warning test. IRS to nav. 6 minutes for the alignment. Check the circuit breakers here, and we've already started the boarding. Perfect. So let's now jump on into the flight deck. Let's have a listen to the ATIS here. So we've got ATIS on frequency 131.7. Find out the runway in use.
+21. QMH90907. Wind chill runway. Advise aircraft type on first contact. During pushback and taxi squawk, assign transponder code. Caution possible glide slope fluctuations.
Ooh, lovely.
Minimum runway occupancy required. Reduced wave turbulence operations in progress. Acknowledged information tango.
Information tango. I heard wind shear.
This is Dublin International Airport. This information tango. At time 1600. Expect hills approach. Landing runway 30 left. Departure runway 30 right. Surface wind 070 degrees, 8 knots. Traffic. Temperature +40.
God, jeez.
Dew point +21. QNH9907.
Right, there we go. So we grab the
runway.
weather. Is he saying wind shear or runways? Not sure. But El Scorchio, guys, 40 degrees Celsius. Surface wind 070 at 8 knots. So it is a tailwind for departure, but they do prefer to take off and land on runway 30 up to a 10 knot tailwind here, so that makes sense. Cavo gate, 40 degrees Celsius. Incredibly hot. In fact, have we actually started to cool down the cabin? Look at that. The mods. Conditioned air, we had 40 degrees Celsius, it's now dropped down to around 27 degrees, so it's really, really cool how it replicates all the temperature there. That'll be nice, ice-cold air coming in from the air conditioning system. I'd have this gas valve putting right at me with the blowing air, that's for sure. Right, now we've got the ATIS, we'll set the weather here, so it'll be QNH of 997 hectopascals, which is... Why won't it let me set 997? There we are. MFRA will be 1020. Now I've got such long runways here. The temperature being so hot, obviously that increases the density altitude, but not to a point where it would ever affect performance here. But if you're in an Airbus A330 or something like that, fully loaded, could be an issue. 1030 here. Cool. So that's all looking good. We'll now load up the flight plan in the FMC.
Airport for service.
Try a bigger airport for service? I don't think you can get a much bigger airport than this, love. Thank you very much, Ben Yarl, for joining as a member. Welcome on board, sir. Glad you enjoyed the content. You'll get invited to our members-only Discord, where you'll be able to contact myself, many other helpful people in the community too, can help me run the channel. But welcome on board, sir. Glad you enjoyed the content. Right, let's now put in Dubai. Goodbye, Delta Bravo. Left coordinates, and now we are going to Togo, I know what you're laughing at, and we're going to Bahrain, not Bahrain, that's alternate, we're going to Doha. Oscar Tango Hotel. Our call sign today is Alpaca, Delta 01, departing runway 30 right. And the SID for 30 right, you'll notice probably I have something different here. I've got, oh, I actually have 30 right, perfect. So Nabix 3 Foxtrot. Lovely here. You know, for such a large airport, they have lots of different SIDs available usually, but here they've just got it nice and simple. Several SIDs which are used for the same runway, so it's quite simple to work out what you can have. There we are. Nabix 3 Foxtrot for Nabix. Papa 699. To Oxari, Mike 430 to Bovip, and from Bovip, Quebec 215 to Afnan. Now Doha, the Home of Qatar Airways. Don't know too much about the airport. The scenery I have is a very outdated TDG scenery. It's going to be pretty tough to taxi there because I've got no markings at all. Unfortunately, Doha isn't best served on X-Plane 11, but we'll do our absolute best to get our way around here. So we've got the Afnan 1 mic, and then it'll be ILS 16 left, and there's no transition. So we can activate that, execute, just do a quick gross area check here. Boys and girls, so we've got a ground distance of 248 nautical miles, 251, so it's just discrepancy of 3 nautical miles. I'm pretty confident that's the correct route in there. Cool, let's just quickly step through that, make sure there's no discontinuities. Looks good to me. Nice approach all the way in here. Right, I've activated that, executed it as well. So performance then, index performance. 0 fuel 8 is 58.8. Cost index today will be 30. Skip the reserves accidentally. Alternates Bahrain, that's 2.9 tons. Our cruise level today, it's a fixed cruise level, so flight level 260 for all aircraft on this sector according to the VATSIM event. Our top of climb wind is 122 at 10, so hardly any wind at all today, lovely. And top of climb ISA is plus 20, crazy. Transition altitude's 13,000 feet. We'll execute that. I've got an accurate performance data for Dubai. Full 22k will be more than sufficient. We'll go take off flap 5. We use CG of 19.6, which is going to be 6 units of trim, which we're setting now. Perfect. And V speeds are 41, 42, and 45. And we'll set the speed there. Alex, thank you very much for the £5 donation. I don't have the alerts on here, but I see it says CAE Oxford Oxford Aviation Academy student here. When FFZ reaches 43 degrees, it becomes a real mess to fly. Bible thump. Alex, I've no idea what that's referring to, buddy. But if you're at CAE Oxford, I hope your flight training is going really well. That's obviously where I went to as well. I was in Arizona, but you're gonna have to come back to me on your message there. Not too sure what you're referring to, but I guess you're referring to some sort of temperature or something. But thank you very much for the donation. I hope your training's doing very well. Right. Anyway, FMC's all loaded. We'll select terrain and airport here for now. We'll obviously select weather radar when we line up. Your damper can come on at this stage. Nav transfer, display switch is a normal auto. Fuel 4 pumps on. No fuel in the centre tank today. Bright, dim, bright, and then off. These switches are all in place. Fueling's done, so we'll put the fastest seatbelt sign on. Imagine the cabin is secure. Panel light, turn the lighting up even though you wouldn't be able to see any of that illuminated. Window heat comes on regardless of the fact it's 40 degrees Celsius. Hydraulic pumps are already on. The air conditioning pressurization is already set. Cruising at flight level 260. I believe the elevation's around 50 feet. I'll double check that en route. This should be too steady, which it is. Perfect. Right, so we should have some of the charts here available. We're doing good. Only 10 minutes to go until we're due off block. 737 NG World, amazing what you do. Love your streams. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoy the content. I'm just sharing my passion for not only aviation but for flight simulation as well. You're just watching me do what I do every single day at work in a desktop sim, so it's all good here. Cool, so runway QDM here for our departure, which would be 30 right. So we're going to have a taxi all the way down here. It is 299er, so we'll set that on the heading bug and courses. There we go. You can see I was testing the mod earlier. Nothing major happened, just a few little tiny bugs, which I'll try and point out. That's set, and our SID, as we mentioned already, I've already forgotten what it is. Navix 3 Foxtrot. I need to make a note of that, otherwise I'll forget. The one I was planning was different. So Navix 3 Foxtrot on my cheat sheet. Here we go. So it's an RNAV SID. This is applicable for both 30 left and right. Going to climb straight ahead to Delta Bravo 570. Minimum speed is 180 knots. You don't often get minimum speeds, but here you have it. And Navix then is going to take us to 5856. Sorry, Bravo 586, Bravo 587. Bravo 586, Bravo 587. Got the restrictions in. Max 220 out above 3,500, which checks. And then 410 low PAP Navix. 410 low PAP Navix. And is there any mention of a stop altitude here? Yes, there is. Initial climb clearance is 4,000 feet, so we'll set that to 4,100. Just to remind us we haven't received our clearance yet. We'll put the flight directors on. We'll set 4,000 feet here in the FMC. Cool. Otherwise, looking good. Order break to RTO. We've reset this. Working the way down here. Config check. All good. We've got the ILS tuned, I think, for the approach. So that's fine. Cool. Aura, 450 people watching. Let's take it to 450 likes. Absolutely smash the thumbs up button if you're enjoying the content. Watching a furloughed 737 pilot continue his streaming adventure. Desktop simulation life. I hope to be going flying in the next month. We'll see. We'll see. Right, anyway, let's get the clearance now. AP's already on the bus. We've already done that. Let me just grab the clearance frequency guys from Xpilot. So we have delivery on 12035. Turn the panel lighting here. Cool. We've got the Xpilot volume turned up. We do. Right, so hopefully be able to get the clearance now. What's stand? Oh, it would appear an Alpaca Airways aircraft has arrived right on my stand. Wonderful. Oh, no. What can you do, eh? What can you do? There he goes. Nice, so you got rid of him. Thank you very much, Don Wallop. I know he's around. Thanks, buddy. Right, an aircraft spawned on my stand. Yeah, we had a funny feeling he would have issues today. Anyway, let's grab the clearance. Thanks, Don Wallop. Dubai delivery, very good day. Alpaca Delta 01. Now on stand, Echo 24. We've got information Tango QNH 997 hectopascals. Departure clearance to Doha, please.
Alpaca Delta 01. You're cleared to Doha. Navic 3 Foxtrot departure runway 30 right. After departure, maintain 4,000 feet. Squawk 0526.
Cleared to Doha, runway 30 right on the Navic 3 Foxtrot, climb to maintain altitude 4,000 feet, and the squawk 0526, Alpaca Delta 01.
Alpaca Delta 01, correct information, Tango QNH 997, contact me ready, push start.
Wilco Alpaca Delta 01. Wonderful, guys, so we've got the clearance, which is 4,000 feet, and we'll put the squawk in, 0526.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, pole position, contact ground 135.
Hi Sam. 135, Alpaca 17.
Oh, someone said hello, hello to my name. Did you get that, Don Wallop? It looks like Sherlock Holmes is enjoying the live stream. Unbelievable. Right, let's carry on with everything here. So, APU's on the bus already. So, we've already got it here. 4,000 feet. Squawk is 0526. And let's get everything else unbelievable, isn't it? And 4,000 feet sit here in the MCP. So again, clarify the departure. You'd again verify everything set there with the first officer and go from there. Right, I think guys would like to do a checklist today, wouldn't we? Let me know in chat. We're going to do the before start checklist. Let me know in chat and we'll go from there. In fact, I need to find my iPad. QNH 997. Is it something else? Yes, they'd like the checklist here. Perfect. Mariano, we're doing the checklist. We're doing the checklist. Oh, you got to stand up. Have you got the checklist? Oh, okay. Everyone's going, certainly, though. They want to hear a bit of Volvo action. Oh, hold on. Well, I would love to do the checklist, but I can't get my... Oh, my iPad's actually crashed, so... We'll have to do the checklist another day, guys. Honestly, my iPad's actually not... is frozen. Well, guys, the checklist, basically, you know what it is. Read by the pilot monitoring. First officer actions it. Make sure everything's configured. You know, sometimes we skip it here. But yes, well done remembering the Volvo. Yeah, Mariana can still remember that checklist. And we'll get the pushback organised as well on here. Actually, what's happened? My iPad's... Ah, it's rebooted it now. Anyway, Mariana's busy doing other stuff at the moment. So, let's go to here. Ground services. Better pushback.
Ground
pushback.
to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Actually, want to be the other direction now with runway 30 in use. Perfect.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving
So
up.
as soon as he's here connected, we'll request push and start. Arita, no checklist equals llama SOP? Yeah, something like that. Dougal McTavish is in the house as well. Hope you're doing very well as well. Guys, please go check out Dougal McTavish's SimWings project. As I've mentioned many times before, he runs a charity where I'd always want you to consider donating to that before you donate to me, where you can help someone get themselves a PC who's perhaps not in a position to be able to get them themselves. So go check out the SimWings project in the video description below. Mark Smith, the door. Yes, forward entry. Actually, that's the point, ZIBO, because I have the air stairs extended. We don't have an air stairs light. I think we should have air stairs light just here. Yeah, we don't. We need a light for the air stairs on the overhead panel. So let's go here to.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
I always forget what it is. Retract. Doors closed. Perfect. Jacob Dotena, Detunda, like your streams, try to never miss a single one. That's awesome, buddy. Thank you so much. Asa Goddard, new livery again? Absolutely. That's massive thanks to Jamlin GB, who's one of my members, and to all the guys that make the paint schemes for me. I don't ever ask, you just do it, and it's amazing. I'm so grateful, really.
So connected and bypass pin inserted.
Dirk, you're doing the dishes again whilst watching the stream. Oh, I'm lucky. I hope this is a great distraction.
Clear door on the Navix to Foxtrot departure, climbing maintain 4000.
A glitch bot, can you see the livery again? Of course you can, sir, whilst we wait to get our clearance. I'll just turn the volume down outside. There you go. And clearance Alpaca Delta 01, stand Echo 24, request push and start.
Alpaca Delta 01, hold position, contact ground 12165, have a nice line.
Hold position, ground 12165, Alpaca Delta 01, thanks ATC, bye. Perfect, so 12165. Perfect. And look at that, right on schedule, guys. 1729 it is. Dubai ground, good evening, Alpaca Delta 01, stand Echo 24, request push to start.
Alpaca Delta 01, very good evening. Push start approved, facing east, 997 hectopascal.
Push start approved, face east, QNH 997 hectopascals, Alpaca Delta 01. I love that music he's got on in the background, that's awesome.
Big fan, by the way.
Thanks, man. Air conditioning packs off, anti-collision light is on, parking brake is set, transponders out off, checks complete, so we now do the communication with the ground crew. Hi, Brian, can you confirm all doors, hatches closed, bypass pins installed, ground equipment's clear, A firm, fly data sim, all clear. Right, we're being cleared, push start, parking brake is set, and then A say, okay, please release parking brake released, 1 minute ahead of schedule, and off we go. We can now do the pushback.
Starting
Perfect.
pushback, and you may start engines.
Dot Wallop, something I've never gotten the answer to. How long is a pushback clearance valid after the clearance is issued? There's no real set time, Dot Wallop, but if you request pushing back with ground, they give you your clearance and you haven't started moving after a couple of minutes, they're probably going to get back to you, especially if you're holding people up. So a lot of airports will confirm in the briefing, because we've had issues in the past at certain airports, they'll say, make sure you are properly ready to push and start, because certain operators, I've had it in the past, I'm not going to mention any names, where they're next to us and they've wanted to get ahead of us. They've requested push and start before us. They haven't even got the tow bar connected. So there is no set time. But, you know, when you request push and start, you should probably be moving in less than 1 minute. And I think ATC at the same point would expect that too. Right, now let's start engine number 2. And 2. Sounds like a Llama Airways move, Toga. Exactly. And N1.
I'm at 606, good evening.
25%. Perfect. Spar valve. Perfect. Look at the temperature in the cabin now as well. Nice cool 22 degrees Celsius from that air-conditioned air from the APU. My friend from, I think, Russia speaks slow. I must apologise, because generally my pace is quite fast, and I know for a lot of non-native English speakers, well, that was tight, but no problem. I must apologise to my non-native English speakers that sometimes it can be a bit quick. And I was a devil for that when I started making my tutorials. I was far too fast, but I will bear that in mind. Thank you. Right, starter cut out, monitoring engine number 2, starting engine number 1.
Dubai ground, very good. 216 and Echo 25, Intermission Tango, request push and start.
And 2.
Dispatcher 2116, hold position.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Parking brake set. Oil pressure.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
And there's N1. There's an Alpaca Airways taxiing ahead of us. Magnus, you pushed into me as a little tight, was it? I think that was when you ahead of me. Thank you very much, SVA Atomic, for the €5. Foxtrot Zulu was referring to the Falcon Field Mesa. Oh, sorry, buddy. Some of us have been sent back to Europe because of the COVID. Hope to see you back in the air soon. Oh, thank you very much, man. You didn't have to donate again. I would have caught that later on. But yeah, I was in Goodyear, Phoenix Goodyear, and I think they all moved to Mesa a few years ago. But good luck with all your training, and obviously fingers crossed that the industry starts picking up soon and that opportunities do arise for you guys.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Oh, we will. Have fun up there. Oh my goodness, I must get hold of that contact, the email, getting hold of the contact, the guy that emailed me, who made better pushbacks, he wanted some audio recording. Right, there's the tug. Make sure he shows us the bypass bin. Superb, there we are. Generators on. AP start switches continuous. Probate on. Anti-ice off. Air conditioning packs. Auto. AP bleed off. Set. Flaps. 5. Full forward. Full back. Here comes the rudder. Ailerons left, centre, right. Here comes the rudders. Full right, centre. Full left, centre. Recall. There we are. Before taxi checklist complete. Alpaca Delta 01 request taxi.
Alpaca Delta 01 taxi Papa, hold November 9.
Papa, hold November 9, Alpaca Delta 01. So we're already on Papa here, and then we're going to taxi forward here until November 9er, so should be a little bit clearer. There we are. So it's just a nice straight line all the way till November 9th, so I guess it's a beam this point here, or we can either go Papa and then right on to November 9th, so it's essentially the whole point. Right, can release the parking brake, let's do a config. There we are, no takeoff config warning, clear left, clear right as well, before you start moving. Make sure you don't bash into anything there. Perfect. Phone news, I think you can change the volume by changing the radio volume, so I think there's an X-Pilot update or something where someone mentioned in Discord you can actually twiddle these to affect your volume. I haven't updated it yet because when I'm streaming I have the volume all set up in a certain way so it plays through desktop audio, so I didn't want to change anything whilst everything's working all fine. APU, did I leave the APU running? No, APU's off. I'm usually quite good at doing that flow. God, old Alpaca, whoever that was ahead of us, got on his way, didn't he? We've got a 747 behind us as well.
Dispatch Jet 2116, pushing center approved, facing east, 997, Hector Pascal.
Robert S, I just see you tried to use the command scenery. I don't have that assigned, even though that's a good idea. If you look at the video description below, you can see all the scenery I'm using, including this one. Is it Avio Tech or something like that? Can't remember. But it's a nice scenery for Dubai. Quite friendly on the frames as well. It's a huge airport. Anthony Fried Chicken, good one. Assad, will you be trying out the Max 8 on X-11? I've heard that's been made, but it's some dodgy copyright version, so certainly not. Guys, if you're wondering when the quiz and giveaway is, we do that on a Sunday. That's a Sunday stream. That's when I'll be streaming next as well. This Saturday I was usually going to do the members group flight, but I've got a few things happening on Saturday. But Sunday, I'm thinking, provisionally, at this stage, taking the Tupolev out.
Alpaca Delta 01, call the tower now, frequency 118750 below.
118750, Alpaca Delta 01, bye now. So we'll see for Sunday, haven't decided exactly what we'll do. So 1875. Let's hope we're not doing a loop at the moment. No, we're still going in roughly a straight line. Right, here comes November 9. We'll do the before takeoff checklist now. So config we checked.
Message at 17, let me just check your squawk 0574, please.
Helps if I push the button as well. Flaps we have 5 green lights. Stab trim set for departure. 6 units set. Takeoff briefing. Pack sort of bleeds on. The V speeds are set for departure. We've got 41, 42, 45 set. Our sit is a Nabix 3 Foxtrot. Climbing straight ahead to Delta Bravo 570. And then we're going to make a turn to Delta Bravo 586. Stop climb is 4,000 feet. NADP2. And there we are. Check's complete. So imagine the cabin is secure. It's already on. Perfect. So here's Papa 8. And then it'll be the second right for November 9er. Or no, not first right. Helps if I actually look out the window. And we'll tell him we're ready. Dubai Tower, good evening. Alpaca Delta 01 taxi holding point to November 9er for runway 30 right, ready for departure.
Correction, Alpaca 01, Dubai Tower, line number wait for 930 right.
Line for wait 30 right, Alpaca Delta 01. Perfect, so no delay at the moment, so we'll pop the lights on. Strobes on.
Emirates 115,
Water throttle L now.
Right and Mike 1 for Alpha.
That's set there, TRA, weather radar on. So MCP is set, transponder, TARA, strobe lights are on, we're just holding on for landing lights. We've been cleared to line up and wait, so that Emirates is obviously on 30 left. Clear left, and clear right. Perfect.
Approaching 30 right.
We'll hopefully get to see the Emirates 777 take off here. Should we take off at the same time?
4 and 4, copy departures, 12445, bye bye.
12445 here, red 412.
On runway 30
Perfect.
right.
Cool, so I'll just temporarily set the parking brake. Oh, where's he going, I wonder? Oh, he's probably holding at the holding short at this position here. I keep forgetting they've got a taxiway between the two runways here. Cool, nearly there guys. Get your togas in chat. Toga says, see you later, Dubai. He says, I'd rather see Mariana. Unbelievable.
Alpaca 01, wind 070 degrees, 8 knots, freeze right, clear for takeoff.
Right, 30 right, clear for takeoff, Alpaca Delta 01. Perfect, we can clear takeoff, parking brake released. Let's set those thrust levers up to 40%.
On runway 30 right. On runway 30 right.
Alright, Raz, calm down. Toga, set takeoff thrust. Light forward pressure on the control.
We're going to departing, Boeing 737 and wind 30 right, Emirates 115.
For 92.1, there we are. Takeoff thrust set, indications normal. Checked, release that forward pressure.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. Oh, look at the buildings appearing in the threshold. Right, and we're airborne. Pause ready to climb, gears up. That shows you how much runway we used. Quite heavy today with the passengers. Right, LNAV. In hindsight, we should have gone 24k now.
400.
That's LNAV.
Alpaca 01, contact departure 12445, okay.
12445, Alpaca Delta 01. Speak to you later, bye.
Bye.
Perfect, so we'll do a little bit of a
1000.
hand flown departure. We'll bug up now. So I just want to see, there's been reports of the flight directors being a bit lethargic at the moment. They should now lower the nose to command around 1500 feet per minute as we accelerate. That's looking pretty good so far. Flaps 1. Hand flying, enjoying the departure at the out the window. Let's go back in here, I think. Yeah, that's why I should be looking inside. Flaps up. Dubai departures, good evening, Alpaca Delta 01, Nabix 3 Foxtrot passing 2,300 for altitude 4,000 feet.
Alpaca, sorry, what's the first name?
No problem, it's Alpaca Delta 01.
Okay, Alpaca Delta 01, identified, climb flight level
1,000 to go.
Climb flight level 100, Alpaca Delta 01. So that is set.
Confirm Delta 01, climb flight level 150.
Oh, correction, climb flight level 150, Alpaca Delta 01. You do realise you just said that to ATC, and air traffic control is going to hear this massive clock sound. Right, just testing you guys, passing 4-4 for flight level 150. Right, it looks like to me, let me just push VNAV here. I think the flight directors are working perfectly for me, if I'm perfectly honest. Commanding the initial speed there, commands. I have to take off checklist. So ATC just basically shouted, Mariana just shouted to ATC, clock, but I bet it didn't sound like clock to him. You absolute fool. Gonna get me booted. Right. Air condition kit is up and off, air condition pressurization 2.9. Oh dear. Temperatures will keep nice and cold and set. It's the cabin crew. Oh, check's complete. Oh, look at the lovely coastline. I must apologise for my number of world objects being only on high. I haven't got the entire city skyline there, but otherwise it is looking beautifully resplendent here. There's direct Nabix Alpaca Delta 01. Perfect. Nabix execute. Oops, I forgot to delete the 4,000 foot restriction in the legs page. There we are. My goodness me. I have to take off checklist. It's complete. Time to put some tunes on in the background. Perfect. Groovy music time. You've got it. It's a super short sector, guys. I think, let's see how far we are from top of descent already. Yeah, look, only 132 miles from top of descent. So as soon as we get to the cruise, we're going to have to immediately start setting up for the approach. Oh no! Why are you saying I just read it in chat from what Listerman said. Oh dear, guys, my professionalism's gone out the window today. Oh dear. Immediately when you get cleared to a flight level, guys, do not forget to set standard. That is so important. 105 flight level 150 will do the pre-cruise checks. I feel like the music's a bit loud here. Right. No smoking signs off, that's fine. Fuel 4 pumps. Wings are balanced. From 4.4 tons. Lights coming off now. AP's off. Pressurization 4.2 set. Passengers release. Recall. There we are. Go home, Captain. Captain's a bit rusty. I am today. It's partly down to the fact, here's my excuse, that I was hand flying the departure.
Alpaca Delta 01, contact UAE right now, 119.3, bye-bye.
119.3, Alpaca Delta 01. Cheerio.
Yep.
121.1.
Exactly, Tom. Nothing to see here. Excuses, excuses. You got it. Radar, good evening. Alpaca Delta 01. Climbing flight level 150, direct to Nabix.
Alpaca Delta 01, UAE radar, good evening. Identified. Continue your climb, please. Flight level 260.
Climb flight level 260, Alpaca Delta 01. Cool. There we are, 260 set.
782 descent to flight level 150.
Once, twice, 3 times. Make sure we're entering 1215.
Locked, Alpha 782 descent to flight level 150.
Perfect. And then you switch it over.
Safari 9028 identified information Tango car, the QNH 997 hectopascals.
Oh, someone said I've missed a few donations here. Oh, Kieran Harvey, thanks for the £2 donation there. If I choose train modular, taking into account British weather, would it be advisable to have already gained an instrument rating so there are less days you can stop me flying during training, or no factor? Kieran, I wouldn't worry about that sort of stuff. In fact, when you're doing your instrument rating, you know, unless the winds are very strong or it's a lot of you know, snow or seeming activity, it's not an issue. I did my R in Oxford, so in the winter, and in that winter it was really bad as well. We had all sorts of crap weather, but you'd be fine. Thanks for the donation.
Alpha 2117, you are clear for the Hotel 3 Delta arrival, runway 30 left, report ready for descent.
50, 40, 30.
Late to the party.
10. 3 Delta 30 left.
Guys, I'm having issues with my alerting system. Daniel, my goodness, I'm so sorry. From 17 minutes ago, I can replay that one. Hold on, Daniel.
50.
That was very generous of you. Thank you, buddy.
20.
£20.85. He says, love all your tutorials. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with the community. That's very, very kind of you, Daniel. Thank you very much for your generous
donation. Love all of your tutorials. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with the community.
I didn't realise it was going to do that if I repeated the thing. Thank you very much, Daniel. Very generous of you, sir. And like I said, what? It made me jump. Well, it made me jump. That's why. It was so loud in my ear, and I wasn't expecting it. Thank you very much, Daniel. And I hope you're still here. And I'm so sorry that you missed that ping there. Findlay, you got it real, streamer. Perfect. There's 20,000 feet.
50, 40, 30, 20.
There we go. This is working. 6.5. Thank you very much, Creature Play 2, for the £3 donation, sir. In between a list of long overdue home to errands, Captain. Errands, how is your Middle Eastern alpacalypse going? Best regards to all. Thank you very much, Creature Play 2. So far, so good. Everything is going along swimmingly. We only had the odd Airbus trying to taxi to the side of me, as per usual, but otherwise, all doing very well. I hope you're doing very well as well over in Malta, not Cyprus. Why didn't you say that for? What is this music? So many distractions in my ear. I'm going to skip this one. Let's go to this other playlist.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Thank you very much, Sparky List, for the Hungary Florida. I think that's what does the toga button do? Good question, Sparky List. So the toga button, there's 2 toga switches on the real aircraft. Obviously, I have it assigned, or ZIBO has it assigned to this button here. But there's a couple of black switches here. Either one you can push, doesn't matter. And it controls the flight directors firstly to either set takeoff power and give you guidance for takeoff, or below 2,000 feet on approach it will give you go around guidance as well. So the toga's linked to the flight directors. Now if the autothrottle's connected, you'll get different turn the ATC down a bit here, guys, sorry. Depending on what mode you have engaged, for takeoff you'll get N1, for go around, if you push it once, you'll get GA, which is reduced go around thrust. If you push it twice, you'll get full N1 go around thrust. So you only want to generally push it once for the go around. But that's if the auto throttle's engaged. If you're hand flying with the auto throttle disconnected and you go around, you push toga once, all your modes are going to be blank except toga. You get no roll mode, no thrust either, so you have to add it manually. But hope that kind of clears that up. Sorry, Swiss franc, not Hungarian for it. I don't know any of my currencies, guys. Sorry. Thank you very much for the 2 Swiss franc. Totally, when's the next group flight? It was due this weekend, but as I mentioned in Discord, which I guess you're not in, if you could have seen that, we're having to postpone it to next weekend for 2 reasons. One, I'm busy on Saturday. Number 2, it's actually 4th of July, so I know a lot of the members are busy and we want to do a group flight in the States there. But have a look on the Discord. Thanks a lot, Gin Packer, for the £4.51 donation. Just a big thank you for you, Mariana, and Jack. Thank you very much, Gin Packer. You're most welcome. She's very happy now. Thank you. Skies issuing clearances as well. There we are, 260. So we've only got 70 miles from top of descent, so we'll just start setting up for that imminently. Bank angle, that stays at 25 degrees below 30,000 feet, that's fine. Oh no, I was flying from Doha to Luxembourg an hour ago, but my sim just crashed. Ouch. You are identified Information Tango, the unit is 997 hectopascals. It'll be the 373 Charlie for runway 30 right. Hydro, gotta get out of here. Take care and see you next time. Take care, buddy. Enjoy your evening. 737NG World, I have a VNAV question on ZIBO that drives me crazy in the PMDG as it's not simulated away flight from my company. Yeah, the PMDG has a slightly different VNAV model. I remember using the PMDG and it's different from ours as well. The ZIBO mod is modelled based on a VNAV idle path descent, and the PMDG NGX has a VNAV geometric, I think, or geometric approach or geometric descent. It's different. I don't know how that works either.
20, 10.
Thank you very much, Jason Hardy, for the $10 donation. Very kind of you, sir. I hope you're doing well stateside. Your streams are always entertaining and informative. Keep up the great work, buddy. Thanks a lot, Jason. I hope you're doing very well, and I hope you're getting ready for July 4th. So, guys, I can't really chat all day. I've got to start setting up for this approach. Just turn ATC here slightly. Two super short flights today. Ben, you're on time for a good old flight deck to sim approach briefing. Seems that time. Yeah, a bit later as well. I need to just find out what runways are in use. Let me just have a look at X-pilots that are going off frequency.
Alpaca Delta 01, when ready, descend flight level 200, level by Tosla.
When ready, descend flight level 200, level Tosla, Alpaca Delta 01. So 200 is set the MCP.
115, when ready, descend flight level 200, level by Tosla.
Executed. So what's that done to our top of descent? It was 58, now to 40. God, this mod is good. Right, ATIS. Oscar Tango Hotel.
2116 UAE radar, anything identified. Continue that climb, flight level 200.
Here's the ATIS. Information Bravo. Departure arrival, runway 34 right and 34 left. Okay.
German cargo 514, proceed direct.
So we planned on something else. Uh-oh. Let's go for 34 right.
Etihad 976 shortcut is available, 50 track north touchdown, can you accept?
Nice information from ATC. Always nice to ask if they can accept shortcut and give you the miles as well.
Roger, proceed direct to Lubeck.
And what was the arrival? Afnan. Afnan Monaco. So I'm going to go for 3-4 right. The reason being it's the most easy running we're coming in from that one. We can easily switch it to 3-4 left anyway.
Papa Tango India 424 UAE radar, hello, identified information Tango, the QNH 997 hectopascal.
So that's the taxi chance we want. Just get the ILS all tuned up ready, so 110.1. Fazien, I live in Dubai. Definitely visit this place in real life. We went on holiday to Dubai about, how many years ago now was it? 4 years ago? Very different. For me personally, you know, I can see why people live there. I see the attraction, but for me personally, not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea, but a fantastic place to visit. I'd recommend anyone to go check it out.
28 Mike, you are clear to 3 Delta arrival, runway 30.
222 for the minimums.
844 cleared, 3 Charlie, runway 30.
Perfect. And we'll just preset the QNH. QNH is 9 and 9 is 7.
Alpaca 27 Lima, contact Bahrain, correction contact Doha radar, 121,
cool.
1 bye.
Right, so I'll just give you a little bit of a briefing here, guys. Oh no, I haven't even finished doing the filling in the FMC.
Alpaca 2117, speed now 230 knots, maintain.
It's just like in real life when you're doing these short sectors, you just don't have the time. In fact, we have, in the climb, you can actually do some of the paperwork, which you usually start the cruise on these super short sectors with the, if authorised from the commander, because you just don't have time. It's just exactly the same as that.
Superjet 170, did you say 320 knots?
Why is it reducing thrust? What's happened to the mod? Why is it slowing down from already? Interesting. Let's hope we don't start descending. 200, 100 winds in. Probably not much point because it's hardly any wind forecast today.
SpiceJet 2116, maintain speed
078 and 15, yeah, it's not making much difference. Bless you in chat, everyone. For Mariana's just sneezed. Yes, you just said clock to a ATC controller.
Okay. 514, maintain speed 300 knots, operator please.
300 or greater, 514.
Anthony got it, Finley got it.
Etihad 976, 3000.
Oh, QNH is 997, as we've mentioned. So we'll do kind of an abbreviated brief here. I'm just going to step through the arrival because we don't have a huge amount of time.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, maintain.
Yeah, approaching top of descent already. So these are little islands here in the Persian Gulf. Are these man-made or are they natural islands? Or is there a runway there? I don't know anything about this part of the world.
3 Delta Bravo, flight level 390, approaching Reebok.
Emirates 3 Delta Bravo UAE, very good evening. Set squawk 6053.
So guys, let's have a little look at this arrival. We've loaded up the FMC. Just approaching top of descent now as well, so you can get your top of descent in chat if you so wish. Coming in from Afnan, at below 12,000 feet. MoveX, MoveX is up here, look, at above 8,000. Lovan is to be below 8,000 feet, just setting the FMC. And then from a Lovan, we go all the way. See how the magenta line doesn't quite fit? That's because it's not a flyby point, it's a fly pass, so it's trying to make it fix. That's pretty accurate, except I'd expect it to be a tad tighter. So that idea is that Lovan restriction might help with our profile, but again, it's going to be too high. So hopefully we'll get a straight in sooner rather than later. This is just to delay the legs. A bit unusual, not seen one of this shape before. We're then going to go to Lagma, and then extended sense lines. I'm just going to change this to Atrapa 3000. There we are. And this arrival is for 3-4, right? So if it is 3-4 left, we'll just need to switch it over. ILS then we'll check 3,000 feet from Foxtrot India 3-4.
Delta 01, contact Doha radar 121.1.
121.1 Alpaca Delta 01. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Call the UAE 119.3, bye-bye.
So it's all tuned, 3,000 feet, 9.4 DME, which is here, down to the missed approach point. Have to go around, climb straight into 2.8 miles from Alpha Zulu Mike, which is 10-1. Put Doha VO on standby.
Iraqi 29er X-ray, call the UAE 119.3, bye-bye.
Perfect. So 2.8 miles right turn 066, 12.3 to Genot. Looks like it's all coded correctly, so that's it really. We'll have a look at the taxiway performance shortly. Lucas Castle, what does expedite mean from ATC? Sort of like, get a move on. Please, so if they said expedite descent to flight level 200, they'd want me to get there quickly, quicker.
I think that's not a mistake. I'm currently going to Oscar Tango Bravo Delta. And
1,000 to go.
Check.
Have the airports, all the arrivals, well, runways, all the arrivals that you mentioned. Pakistan Lima, sorry, that's my bad. That'll be the Afghan 1 November ILS 33. Afghan 1 November ILS 33, Alpaca 27 Lima.
Alpaca having issues. Radar, good evening, Alpaca Delta 01. Maintaining flight level 200, just overhead Tosna. And now inbound to Povit.
Aircraft calling, confirm it's the Victor Charlie Papa Delta.
Affirm, it's the Alpaca Delta 01.
Alpaca Delta 01, hello. It's going to be the Afghan 1 November arrival, ILS 33.
Asnet 1 November for ILS. Can you just confirm the runway, Alpaca Delta 01? Blocked.
Alpaca 01 standby. Emirates 1511 tower.
So an Asnan November. I've got a 3 Foxtrot here, so we've got a different arrival here. And I've got a runway 34. I'll just confirm with
Alpaca 01, expect the ILS approach runway 33 by the Afghan 1 November arrival.
The Asnad 1 November for ILS 33. And just confirm this is, it might be something I've forgotten, but this is Doha and there's only one runway in use?
If you're going to OTHH or OTBD, because your flight plan says OTBD, but you sound like you're going to OTHH.
Sorry about that, but yeah, we're currently, I was hoping to go to Doha.
Roger, there's 2 airports. Would you like the new airport or the old airport?
I didn't know this. Oscar Tango Hotel.
Okay, Oscar Tango Hotel. Asnad 1 Whiskey, ILS 34 left.
Sorry about that. Asnad 1 Whiskey and ILS 34 left. Alpaca Delta 01. I didn't.
Delta 01, we said 6,000 feet.
So ILS 34 left.
997 hectopascal.
So apologies because I didn't even know there was Doha 2 airports here. Oh, Oscar Tango Bravo Delta. But did I put that in my flight plan? I mean, this is the exact flight plan I filed here.
No worries, sir. Climb and maintain flight level 190.
I mean,
and call the UAE 119.3.
Doha. Oscar Tango Hotel. My alternate's Bahrain, so I don't know. I can't have put it in as a different destination. Oh, you're a real flight chat. But this is the flight plan file. I can even see the Simbri flight plan here. The Simbri flight plan says departure point Oscar Mike Delta Bravo. Destination Oscar Tango Hotel Hotel. So my destination on the Simbury flight plan is Oscar.
01, descend down to 6,000 feet on 997 hectopascals.
Descend altitude 6,000 feet, 997 Alpaca Delta 01. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there because I've definitely filed and I've got Oscar Tango Hotel Hotel. Now I'm completely distracted. I've completely forgot where I am, what I'm doing. So let's now actually get back to flying the airplane. Don't know what happened there. Right, anyway, he said an Asnad 1 whiskey. Better quickly select all this. ILS 34 left. This is where it gets super busy. Oh, an Afnan was whiskey. Afnan 1 whiskey, sorry, execute. Let's go level 2. Huh? Did I say busy? Super busy. Not sure. Not sure, it caused confusion then. And you've already used the hashtag on your real pilot thing over the top here. Right, 34 right. Let's go for 34 left. Yeah, not sure what the confusion was. Well, firstly, I didn't know there was 2 airports here. But I've definitely 100% filed. I've got the VATSIM flight plan right in front of me here for Oscar Tango Hotel for the destination. And the arrival I have planned. I mean, you can see it right in front of me. The flight plan I showed you is generated straight from SimBrief, and it's the one I use SimBrief's flight plan to file it there. Right.
Emirates 1511, flying
119.
heading 340 vectors for resequence.
340
Has anyone been tallying up the amount of mistakes I've made today? Surely it's on. You'll need a third hand soon. Minimum's 213 feet, slightly lower. Perfect.
Mission Bravo, runway 34 right, 150, Paca West enough.
Paca 27 Limo, do you like to go to Hamad, Oscar Tango Hotel?
No, an Asnan 1
if it isn't a big problem, I would like to go there. Alpaca 27 Limo. No problem.
There we are,
sir,
Afnan, MoveX. Gonna have to start getting some speed brake here just because there is a restriction. MoveX Sloven 8000. And from there, we're actually going to do a loop. Go round on ourselves to Danik and then Imcat. So we'll keep an eye on this. If we get a straight in, we're going to be we're going to be far too high. So it's a loop look from Lovan, Puxel, Danik, and then to Ikmat, and Ikmat at over 3000. So 34 left, 119. Speed back now to 250. It's much smoother now, the fly directors, it's better. 119, 336. Alright, we're definitely on the arrival now. We're definitely there, I'm happy. Landing performance, send 34 left. We'll take one of the high speeds. Let's go flat 30 to break 300 kilos to burn on the fuel, 63.5. Quite heavy. Flat 30, water brake 3, second 10 reverse brake calling. Guys, thanks for your patience there. Hello, Jack. So you can see how intensive short sectors are. Bear in mind it's a multi-crew environment as well, but with a change of runway, or the confusion which caused me, or caused the controller to think of going to a different airport and then I'm having to change everything, just adds to your workload considerably. But we're all good now.
Slow down to 220 knots.
220 knots, Alpaca Delta 01.
Alpaca 27 Lima, you can come left now, heading 155 downwind.
Seatbelt sign should have been on at 15,000, not to worry.
We'll turn left heading 155 and we'll slow down to 220 knots, Alpaca 27 Lima.
Approach Skyway 3827, climbing.
And there's Qatar straight ahead, guys.
4,000.
Skyways 3827, radar, very good evening sir, I see you off the SID. Confirm you're checking to the right, proceeding to where?
We are direct to Alsa.
Cool.
Skyways 3827, climb flight level 210, next time please stick to the published SID. You are assigned the Alpha 1 Echo.
Someone flying the wrong SID, was it?
Okay, yeah, copy that. Climb to flight level 210 for Skyway 37.
Doha in short sectors intensity. I noticed as a passenger from Eindhoven to Stansted last year. I had a cup of tea. I had to get the cup empty just before reaching the airport. Yeah, that would be a short flight.
Turn left heading 020, clear Dallas approach 34, left towards Summer.
Hashtag, are we really going to Doha? Yeah, I don't know yet. So I'm about to go through the localizer now. There is the airport. Guys, seen it from TDG, very outdated. I think it was last updated in 2016. Unfortunately, this is the best we had. Even the default mod wasn't that great. It had no taxi hierarchies.
Left heading 020,
Looking good though. This is a really nice place to be. Ignore that glide slope. Completely incorrect. That must be a false. I think that could be the false glide slope. No way. Mike, Juliet, Juliet. It is. Have X-Plane modelled that? So notice, look. You know, we need to be on 3,000 feet to be exactly on the glide slope. But look at this. It's saying we're at 9,400 feet, but only one dot below it. That could be the false glide slope. So basically, on a glide.
Minimums, approaching minimums.
Basically, on a glide slope, you have a lobe or a frequency which picks it up, and it looks like this is the highest lobe here. So if I was to arm approach now and capture that, that's crazy. Thank you very much, Dirk Weegers, for joining as a member. Welcome on board, sir. I know you've been around here for a while. Glad you enjoyed the content. You'll get invited to our members-only Discord as well. And on that note, we'll alert. We'll mute the alerts, and we'll turn off the music. Cool. ATC, did they call me? ATC wants me to descend? Uh-oh. Radar, did you call Alpaca Delta 01? 00
knots.
Blocked.
Alpaca 01, speed 200 knots, descend to 4,000 feet.
Speed 200 knots, descend altitude 4,000 feet, Alpaca Delta 01. So once 200 knots, that means I'm going to have to select flap, so speed check. And then 200 knots.
6,000 feet.
Descend 6,000 feet of the Packer 1 Alpha.
Haven't done many. Blocked again. So yeah, so I haven't done many external views for your entertainment.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, speed 200 knots.
200 knots, Alpaca 17 Alpha.
We are turning now onto a base leg. Oh, I'm really high here. I just realised flat 5. Post cruise checks. Oh my goodness me! I'm all over the place. Fuel, 4 pumps, lights, AP off, pressurization set, seatbelts, recall checks complete. Flat 5.
Flight level 180. Pocket 227 established.
Flap 10.
Alpaca 270 Lima established. Pocket 27 Lima Tower.
Hello, order brake 3 will melt those brakes in this weather. Nah, not if you use reverse, second detent reverse thrust, you'll be grand. Yeah, I'm a bit high here. I've completely screwed this up because I'm not monitoring what I'm doing. So this is high, classic high energy.
Delta 01 clear, Lilas approach 34 left, report established.
Cleared ILS 34 left, wheel car back at Delta 01. So this is classic high energy approach situation. I managed it quite well because I've just noticed it quite early here, but I've got speed brake flap 10, 200 knots. Ideally I want to be doing around 180 in this configuration.
Delta 01, minimum speed.
Minimum approach speed, Alpaca Delta 01, whatever he wants. Then we'll slow down for him. But that's worked quite nicely with that configuration, with speed brake and flaps. Within 1 dot now, so I can arm the approach. We'll drive it down with VS, and I can bring that speed back as well. So it's actually worked out quite nicely. So that high energy approach is something you've got to be on the ball with. You know, make sure that you're happy with everything what we're doing. And I have a good tutorial on that. If you type in Google. PMDG high energy approach tutorial. I have a tutorial, one of my earliest tutorials, which goes into a bit more detail about what I just did there. Obviously I'm going off my experience and it's quite difficult to explain whilst negotiating with ATC, explain to you guys, but the tutorials are obviously a little bit more of a sterile environment where I'm explaining that. But essentially that's how I just configured that aircraft now to deal with it. Alpaca Delta 01 ILS 34 left.
8,000 feet. Unit 997 hectopascals. Blocked. Jet 17 Lima, descent 8,000 feet. UNH 997 hectopascals.
Look at that, 35-minute flight, so short.
Descent 8,000 feet, UNH 997, speed 220, since and just can we know the expected runway and approach?
The ILS 34 left.
Alpaca Delta 0134 left established.
Delta 01, thanks. We appreciate the minimum speed. Call Tower West 118.020, bye-bye.
118.020, reducing speed further, Alpaca Delta 01, bye. So I've just configured now, get down flat 15 because he wants me to slow right down. I don't know why, because there is traffic 5 miles ahead. There should be more than enough separation. So I'm just going to go get down flat 15 for now, get tower 18020.
Bye-bye.
Landing checklist we'll just do now quickly. Start switches continuous, recall checked. Speed brake arm green light, landing gear down 3 green, auto brake set to 3, just holding on the landing flap. And it was definitely that frequency. True, yeah, Dollar, you're right. But I thought that's why they had 2 runways at an airport like this. Can't they get them departing on the other runway? Could be. But I could go flat 30 shortly. And tower, 118025. Doha Tower, good day. Alpaca Delta 01, establish ILS 34 left, just past 6 miles, and reducing to minimum approach speed.
Alpaca Delta 01, good evening. Surplus wind 02 degrees, 6 knots, runway 34 left, number 2, clear to land.
Number 2, clear to land, Alpaca Delta 01. Cool, so we are cleared to land. Number 2. So looks like there shouldn't be anyone departing. In fact, it looks all clear ahead. So flaps, we've got 30 green lights are on. Checks complete. We are clear to land. Cool. So we've actually got there. Not sure what the confusion was on the arrival with the runways and airports, but I checked the flight plan. We're definitely good. We're here now. We're on approach. Establish our final. Disconnecting now for your entertainment. Perfect. So a little bit of crossing for the right, but only 8 knots or so. Checked. Look at the total air temperature of 37 degrees. So hot. Speed's looking good. Lovely and smooth here. Thank you so much for the 630 people of you watching. Glad you enjoyed the content. Do a massive favour, smash the thumbs up button. Especially if I butter it. No pressures there, don't need to go around if I don't butter.
500.
Checked. Fully stabilised at 500 AGL.
400.
Where's my pappies? I've got no pappies. Never mind. Don't need pappies.
300. approaching minimum.
Checked. Got puppies on the other runway.
200. Minimum.
Continue. That's my fault. Got a bit low there. I missed my puppies, that's why.
100.
There we are. Right, keep it descending now.
50. 40. 30.
Check.
20.
Close.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of left rudder for that decrab. Aileron into wind. Where are you? Oh, come on. Lovely jubbly at minus 50. Right, speed breaks up. Reverse. Outstanding. 100 knots.
80 knots.
80 knots. 60 knots. There's idle. Manual braking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Qatar in Doha. Local time in the sim 1456 1623.
Back Delta 01, right into continue Lima 6, right into Kilo, contact the ground on 11865. Bye bye.
Lima 6, Kilo ground 11865, Alpaca Delta 01, bye.
Back Delta 01, do you copy?
Alpaca Delta 01, yeah, Lima 6, Kilo, and just confirm 11865.
I confirm 11865, bye bye.
Bye. Now this is going to be quite difficult here because I've got no guidance or anything at all, so I'm just going to continue the turn here to the right. Let's just get ground frequency here, 11865. God, I need to get this radio panel. I'm trying to turn as well, so I'm probably doing a circle right now. I hope I'm facing the right direction. Oh, look at that, that worked out well. 11865. Let's just get the airport to...
Qatari 37 Oscar Kilo is ready for taxi.
Oh no, don't tell me on that airport chart up.
Ferry 370 Kilo.
Right, there we are. So we've got a chart up.
Hotel, giving way for the Egypt Air A320 coming out of Whiskey 4, hold short Sierra.
Whiskey 1 Hotel, then we'll hold short for the Egypt 320 and then along
We'll keep this up here around here, guys.
37 Oscar Kilo.
Diagram. Good day, Alpaca Delta 01, vacated 3-4 left at Lima 6 on Kilo.
Alpaca Delta 01, hello, welcome to Hamad. Taxi via Sierra November for stand Delta 4.
Sierra November, stand Delta 4, Alpaca Delta 01. Perfect, so it's going to be the second left here, which is Sierra, and then November Delta 4, so I guess round here.
Echo 4,
Just give me
stand
this
Charlie
guys.
9.
Alpha 4 Echo 4 to stand.
I'm going to slow this down, guys, because it's not easy. I just want to find the stand first. So there is Delta 4's there. Okay, so Sierra November. So I'm going to take that second left into Sierra, and then Delta 4 is just here. Cool. I think we're happy for now. Let's put that to steady. Get the AP up and running as well. Yeah, so this is TDG scenery, a little outdated. It's not been updated for some time, so that's why I'm a little bit hesitant, because there's very limited or amount of taxiway markings, which is very difficult to see where we are.
Thank you for flying down.
There we are. Professional streamer here.
Egypt Air 268, after the Alpaca 737 crosses from left to right, continue taxi on Sierra.
Perfect. So we're now on Sierra. It's quite tricky to work out where we need to go. So it's going to be, I believe,
Once that aircraft is passed, you can continue taxi on
November.
Sierra.
So I'm just going to zoom up a little bit here, so it's a bit easier. So that, I think that's November there. Yeah, for sure. Looking good, guys. So yeah, short streamer today, but this is obviously 2 sectors. We'll watch the replay, watch the taxi on to stand as well. I will take a quick intermission, then we'll do the return sector to Dubai. I've really enjoyed that first flight. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far as well. Callum spotting, this is a puzzle for Flight Sim. It sure is. Got some lack of taxiway markings. And here's November. But this is so useful to have this AVTAB plugin with the charts. I think Delta 4, I think it does have the stand signs. So quite heavy today with the extra fuel we took. We've got 5 tons here, so I'm not going to shut down engine number 2. Here's November. And Delta 4 should be the first kind of right here. I mean, I'm guessing it has to be this one because it's the first right on the chart here, and I'll just take the first right stand, whatever I have here as well. Approach rating, yes. I'll talk about this just before I log off as well, because I know a lot of people, I know ZIBO want me to discuss it with you guys as well. It is somewhat limited at the moment. If I can remember how to say it. Approach rating was great. Thanks, ZIBO. Where's my 5 stars? Right, I hope this is Delta 4. It is, Delta 4, perfect. I mean, not bad for TDG. Bear in mind, it's super old scenery. Landing rate was excellent. Approach was 4 stars. Approach rating was great. Where's my excellent? Oh yeah, trim. I need to reset the trim. That's really important when you're doing... well, it's very important in the real aircraft, but multiple sectors, if you're doing that in the mod, make sure you reset that trim to 4 units.
Yeah,
this is 738.
On my scenery, I'm on taxiway Sierra right now. Taxiway Romeo is to my left.
Okay, if that's the case, then yeah, you can continue straight on.
Roger, thanks.
There we are. It's alive. Perfect. Stopped. Parking brake is set. 2 blues, 1 red. Engines are dead. Ladies and gentlemen. Oops. It does this sometimes. Why do you do this? It's really annoying. There we are. Release the passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Doha in Qatar. Another successful and safe Alpaca Airways flight for our first ever inaugural service in the Middle East. Halfway through the day, we're going to do a quick turn around here, let our passengers disembark, and then we'll do the return site to Dubai. We hopefully pushing back in around 25 to 30 minutes from now for the next sector. So we need to verify the N2 is below 20%. It is. Anti-collision light can come off now. Is the air bridge going to come? No, I don't think it's. I think it's a static one here. Perfect. Oh, look at that. We've got cranes spinning around, aircraft taking off. I'm guessing we're going to have 3-4 right for departure. So you see how we have this approach rating great. Now it's in its very early stages at the moment, but ZIBO did want to mention what is actually graded, and in a future update, I don't know if that's going to come with tonight because he's going to release this version later. I don't know if it's going to be with it, but you're going to have much more information available to see how your approach was graded. It's just a bit of fun. So the approach rating is based on, I think it's around 20 different parameters or something. It's all based off a system. I think we have a system called OFDM. It's based off data from that. It's also in another system another operator works for, and we got some guidance here. And essentially your approach is graded on all of these parameters that hopefully haven't been exceeded. Now I've obviously exceeded one of them. I'd be quite interested to see what it is, but these are the criteria. Your speed or flap, if you bust any of your flap or gear speed limits, if you selected flaps above flight level 200, if you speed brake with greater than flap 10, below 6,000 feet your speed's higher than 250 knots, below 2,000 feet you have a high excess rate of descent, below 1,000 feet your gear's not down, between 200 and 1,000 feet AGL, you're high with the glide slope deviation, so only on the latter stages of the approaches there. Tyre speed, greater than 185 knots. Overweight landing, so if you land greater than 65.3 tons. If you exceed VMO, MMO. Speed brake with landing flaps. Honestly, the list is on... is ongoing, and it's all based off real data. So it's not here yet, I don't have it, but I know ZIBO will release it soon. You'll have a second page to see if you exceeded any of these parameters, and this is based off, you know, stabilization criteria, which you'd expect from any typical modern airline or operator there. Cool. So I think it's worthwhile doing the replay now with the funky music. Let's just have a look at the comments here on the approach as the sun is setting. Looking very beautiful here in Doha. What a butter! -50. It's a shame it's not a Sunday. Nice landings. It was a bit floaty. I think it was a little bit beyond it there. But it was a nice decrab as well. And you can see the aileron input I was making to keep the wings level, which is pretty cool. TGG new airports are great for freeway. I mean, this is an old one, but his new stuff is excellent. Most of the airports I've used are fantastic. Give me the funkiness, says Fian. Alright, it's coming, it's coming. Alright then, guys, let's have a look at the replay, and then we'll get ready for part 2 of the live stream. Where is my funky music? Oh my god, I need to get the I have the whatever you call it, the overlay controller for the iPad for Streamlabs, but it keeps crashing and sometimes doesn't work. Let's try this now. It is now working. Perfect. Sorry, sorry for that awkward pause whilst I tried to work out how to control the volume. Right. Anyway, let's have a look at how that approach and landing was. We'll try and get back onto that stand as well. If not, we'll take another one if it gets it's not vacant when we log back onto VATSIM. And there we are. Oh my goodness, it's gone very hazy here. Let's just replay that again. Turn the volume up slightly. Lovely. So it was a nice approach, a little bit of a crosswind, so you'll hopefully see me making the correction. But yeah, I floated too much. Should have touched down a little bit sooner. There's the check. There's the left rudder coming in. And then let's put a little bit more rudder in to maintain centre line. There you are. Boom. Ah, it was okay. It's quite hard to see the touchdown zone. Yeah, just beyond it, but acceptable. Lovely. Yeah, ideally touchdown now, but just beyond it. Lovely. There goes the speed brakes as well. Let's do one for the tower. Get his super strong binoculars out. Just about see. Getting a bit hazy here in Qatar. How long is the second leg? Toga simulations about the same time, about 45 minutes. Boom, done. C Hamad, oh no, I missed it. Any welcome to my home country. We're going to do the second sector shortly, so stay tuned. I will take a quick 5-10 minute break, get everything set up for the second sector, but we'll immediately get on our way. And on that note, let's pop you inside the flight deck, guys. If you just give me, as I said, 5 to 10 minutes, I'll get everything reloaded for the second sector. I'm not going to bother shutting down X-Plane 11. The ZIBO mod is incredibly stable and works fine for multiple sectors, so we'll keep the sim running. And then I'll throw you to the beat right back screen on the taxi as well once I get everything set up. Guys, hope you're enjoying the show so far, and I'll be straight back with you in around 5 to 10 minutes. Speak to you shortly. cool. So thank you all, as I said, very much for your patience. We're in the transit setup here. As I've said, I've not done anything. In fact, what I forgot to do on the cleanup was reset the MCP, which I've done now, and turn the flight directors off, which I've just did as well. Otherwise, I think we're all configured, ready to go. What we need to do, though, is it's getting hot in the cabin again with that crazy outside air temperature. Is put the APU bleed on. Helps if I turn the noise up as well. There we go. And we can now recommence boarding for the next sector. Perfect. So, need to grab the ATIS first, so let's have a listen out for that. Oscar Tango Hotel ATIS 126850. Doesn't look like this one is working on voice. No, alright, I'll grab it on text, no problem. So, it says we're receiving it. I know why, because I'm being an utter idiot.
Information surface wind 020 degrees, 8 knots.
There we go.
Visibility 8 kilometers. Temperature +33. Dew point +27. QNH 998. Departure arrival runway 34 right and 34 left. Expect south approach. Advise aircraft type on first contact. Squawk assigned transponder code.
Oops.
All departure traffic connect radar 121.1 when airborne. All landing traffic on runway 34 right and 34 left to vacate as soon as possible. High intensity runway operations in use. Acknowledge information echo.
Perfect. So the issue there was I hadn't turned up X-Pilot volume, hence why it was so quiet you couldn't hear anything. So I could barely hear that robotic voice. There are actually some ATIS frequencies which do sound like that in the real aircraft, so it's quite cool to hear or have that same voice. But it was information echo. Surface wind 0208 knots, so it's the northwesterly runways in use, 34 left, 34 right. Visibility is 8 kilometers, which is why it looks so hazy out there. Temperature is 33 degrees, dew point 27, QNH 998, so the pressure's just risen up there slightly, so we'll set QNH 998 there as well. So I'm actually going to grab the clearance a little bit earlier, just because I'm not 100% sure which runway we'll get for departure, so that is 120875. And then we'll plan off that. We are boarding, perfect. What I love is how the doors open and the APU is louder. It's so much cool. So cool. Right, anyway, let's grab the clearance. 120875 now. And what was our standard number? It was Delta 4. Doha clearance, very good evening. Alpaca, Delta X-ray 2, on stand Delta 4. Copy information, Echo QNH 998 hectopascals, departure clearance to Dubai, please.
Alpaca, Delta X-ray 2, information, Echo is correct, you are cleared to Dubai. Alpha 1 Echo departure, runway 34 right, initial climb 4000, squawk 2624.
Cleared to Dubai, Aslem 1 Echo departure, runway 34 right, climb to maintain initially 4,000 feet, squawk 2624, Alpaca, Delta X-ray 2.
Alpaca, Delta X-ray 2, reback is correct, you can call me when ready for flush, QNH 998 hectopascals.
Wilco QNH 998 hectopascals, Alpaca, Delta X-ray 2. Perfect, so we've got the clearance all ready, and we can confirm the altitude was 4,000 feet for departure. Our squawk was 2624. And now we can load the FMC with the SID. So, always start on the first page, ident, and we'll then go to the POSINIT page. We can confirm the airport we're at, which is Oscar Tango Hotel. And our destination is Dubai, which is Oscar Mike Delta Bravo. Our call sign now for the second sector is Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Departures. ATC told us we can expect runway 34 right, as expected. And the SID was going to be the Aslem 1 Echo. There we go. I'll put the rest of the routing in. So here's OFP number 2. There we are, Doha to Dubai. Not too much to punch in for us today. From there, Aslam, Lima 305 to Itbul. Oops. Ooh, how did I do that? Didn't you know you could do that? There we are. Itbul. From Itbul, Mike 677 to Vuteb. From Vuteb, it's the Vuteb 3 Charlie. Vuteb 3 Charlie, we can expect ILS 30 left via the all dot transition into Dubai. So that is all set. And activate, execute that. Just do a quick gross error check on the ground distance. 283, and we have 296. So it's a little bit of a discrepancy, but I think that's the arrival that I've just put in there. It goes really far downwind, so I think the flight plan takes that into consideration. Now, thank goodness that I checked the progress page. We can see that we don't have any fuel for this sector. Same as before then. Usually I'd call for 5.6 just to cater for the VATSIM event, and any potential delay will take an extra 30 minutes. So 5.6. 6.6 will call for 6.8 tons on the fuel. So fuel 6.8. Enter fuel. Request fuel. Guys, we'll keep the gross weight exactly the same. 180 passengers, which is 15.7 tons of traffic load for the next sector. Right, so just the performance to do next. Zero fuel weight is in. Our alternate today is Abu Dhabi. Reserves some of these too, but it is on the first page with my formatted flight plan. 2.5 tons. Cost index is 30. Incredibly low cruise level again. It's a fixed flight level 250 for all aircraft for this sector for the VATSIM event. Top of climb wind. Oh no, forgot to set 250 up here. What was the elevation in Dubai? I can't remember. I think it was around sea level. I'll just double check that on my phone because I don't have any charts from my operator for Dubai, but I do have on my phone the elevation. Station elevation 62 feet, so we can leave that at 50. Cool. Top climb wind 109 at 10. Top of climb ISA is 20 degrees above ISA. How long is this runway? Guys, if you're a professional pilot, do cringe when I have a look at working out our takeoff performance. Yeah, look, it's nearly 5,000 meters long. We'll go full 22k. That's not how I do it in real life. 22k takeoff. Flat 5, CG's in, 80.8, 6.25 units, speeds are set. Perfect. V1 39, VR 39, V2 145 knots, which is now set. Flight directors come on. Perfect. FMC's completely loaded, so reset the fuel flow here. Quick panel scan on the up overhead, so nav transfer display switches there, all in where they need to be. Normal auto 4 pumps on. You don't need to check the cross-feed valve, that's only on the first sector of the day. Fueling should be nearly done, so we'll put the fasten seatbelt sign on. We'll close the doors very shortly. Have the cold air-conditioned air coming into the cabin. That's lovely. And doors we need to close. If I can remember where to find it. Ground sensors, there we are. Oh yeah, it locks because I need to do the stairs first. You can hear the APU quieten off as the door closes, super cool. Kurosh, I think the active runway will be 12 left, Captain, not 30 right. Okay, Kurosh, could be. I'm just checking the wind in Dubai. Yeah, you're right, they are favouring 12 left and 12 right, the southeasterly with a 5 knot headwind, but I believe in Dubai they prefer runway 30 and use up to a 10 knot tailwind, which is in the airfield briefing, so we'll see what it is later on. Mariana's just reminded me. Mariana is more a professional streamer than me. She's just spotted something. I need to update Nightbot to tell you guys the route, which is fine because I have it copy and pasted to a notepad document. So it literally will just take me 2 seconds to update Nightbot. Guys, there's so much to do with this streaming malarkey. Right, where is my little text document. Here we are. Right, I need to copy and paste Sector 2 into Nightbox. At the moment you have Sector 1. I always forget to do this one. Just give me 2 seconds. We're due off at 10 past as well, so we are 10 minutes ahead of schedule. Our flight plan is due off at 10 past. Just need to try and find Nightbot. There we are, routing information. Superb. That's pasted in, submitted. Right, so Nightbot now, if you ask for the route, should be giving you the information regarding this sector. Perfect. Matthew Dane, yes, there's no need to use caps in chat there, but how do I get the ZIBO mod and where do I get it from? Well, Matthew, your best friend there is social media, so if you go social media is Google, so just type in ZIBO mod and I'm sure you'll find a bit of a different advice on how to get that installed. There you go, even Doogles helps you out with the link there. Cheers, Dougal. Right, APU's up and running. Now let's just set the MFR rate. Let's set 1020. And that's it. We just need to get the better pushback there. I'll quickly brief you what you want to hear. And then we'll get on our way. So, I don't know how it works here. Let's connect first.
Grounded cockpit. Tow is driving
and then we'll
up.
work out what direction we need to face in. Where is your first streaming officer when you need her holograms? It's brilliant. Perfect. Right, let's now do the briefing. So, here we are on stand Delta 4 on Concourse D. Hopefully pushback, I guess, to face southeast. Out via November, Sierra, and then we have Delta Charlie or Bravo to taxi down. Or we'll go all the way down then, most likely to Alpha. I'll be confident enough to take the Alpha 2 intersection for departure if we're fully ready. And we just need to select the SID for our departure as well, which is the Aslan 1 Echo, which I need to make a note of. There we are.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
So we cleared on the Aslan 1 Echo, climb straight ahead to Soken. Soken, then to Dembo 4000, then to Ukila at 4,000 feet. No, correction, Dembo at 4,000 feet, Ukila at above 6,000. And then we have another stop altitude, so initially it's 4,000, then 7,000, so you've got it set twice. So you just have to remember to delete both those restrictions when you have been cleared higher. And make sure you comply with those speeds. But otherwise, nice, simple RNAV SID. Let LNAV do its business. Right, if we're ready to go, guys, we'll request mission start.
Alpaca 450, and contact Hamid ground east 120.22, bye bye. 120.22,
that'll be for us as well. 120 decimal ground east 120225 again. Doha delivery Alpaca Delta X-ray 2 stand Delta 4 request push and start.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2 contact Hamid ground west 118.65, bye bye.
Hamid West on 118.65 Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Good day, sir. Perfect. So yeah, I've been saying Doha ground, Doha tower is actually Hamad, so that's my bad.
Alpaca 160 X-ray, do you want me to go left or right now?
I think that's one of our young members. I always forget his name. I think he speaks French as well. He's always joining us. His profession is brilliant for such a young lad. Hamad ground west. Good evening again. Alpaca Delta X-ray 2 stand Delta 4 request push and start.
X-ray 2, contact Hamad ground east to 120.22.
We'll try Hamad ground east on 12022 Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Oh well. I missed that. But he wants to be talking to the other guy, no problem.
Echo 2, and then Charlie, and holding point Alpha 1, runway 34. Right, back on south.
And Hamad ground. Hello again, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Stand Delta 4, request push and start.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, push and start is approved, face south.
Push start approved, facing south, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Cool, so we got our clearance, and that's to face south, so I think that's just going to probably be a straight pushback, basically, and that way we could have both options to taxi in whatever direction we need, so...
Yes, turn after Echo 3 and then Echo 2.
Ground services, better pushback.
Ground to Cockpit.
We'll just do a straight one, and then we're pretty much facing south, and we'll be grand.
Tow connected and bypass 10 inserted. Release parking brake.
So packs off, anti-collision light is on, parking brake is now released, transport alpha off, checks complete.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Can you hear the cabin crew, Mariana? Who recorded that, Mariana? Listen, that's Mariana speaking.
Ground east, Alpaca 16 X-ray.
She's telling you, Mariana did the cabin crew announcements years before. Can you remember recording it? It was like 2 years ago. The Audio Bird XP asked if we could record the PAs, and you did the cabin crew one.
Then at Alpha 3,
Right, starting engine number 2.
right onto Bravo, and then holding point Alpha 2, very right.
Alright, so right on Charlie.
So I've just noticed the EGT's at 44. I'd expect it to have a little bit of residual heat from the previous sector. I mean, it's just a tiny thing.
Yeah, it's going to be.
But it's really something that... Yeah, I just spot these tiny little things occasionally, and I've never noticed it before, except for today.
So, after Alpha 3, I go left on Bravo for Alpha 2, Alpaca 16 X-ray.
You're going to turn left off of Charlie onto Alpha 3, then right onto Bravo.
Left on Alpha 3 and right on Bravo, Alpaca.
It's getting dark. I think we're going to hopefully have timed this flight just right. Sun's, I think, due to set in just under an hour. Start account, monitoring engine number 2, 24632 is stable. Starting now, engine number 1. Do bear in mind, obviously in Dubai now, yes, it would be pitch black, but we are just running the sim 4 hours behind live time.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
I would if I was in the flight deck. There we are.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Hamid's ground, Alpaca 3 for Alpha.
Waypoint Richie, did you do the captain's PA? I did some of them, yeah.
Alpaca 3 for Alpha, stand Delta 2, request push and start.
There we are, start account, monitoring engine number 1, 24633. Perfect.
Roger,
One stable.
Alpaca 3 for Alpha opposition.
Opposition, Alpaca 3 for Alpha.
So again, yeah, you should wait until the pushback's clear. I'm just doing the flow now. Flight controls.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time.
Right,
have a
centre.
safe flight.
And recall rudders as well. Right and left.
Station calling.
Blank the lower to you, and that's it. We just need to read the before taxi checklist.
Sky Dubai 185 onto Sierra, push and start is approved. Phase east.
Station east, pushback and start approved. Sky Dubai 185.
Right, and on that note, we'll do. I'll request a taxi clearance. So we're going to go right. Oh no, actually, we're going to go left here onto Sierra, then the next right, which will be probably Charlie or Bravo, but we'll confirm later. Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, request taxi.
Alpaca Delta X-ray
Right November, then Sierra will give way to the Sky Dubai 737 Alpaca Delta X-Ray 2. Cool, so we can now taxi. Taxi, turn off lights on. Next right is November, then we're going to take the Sierra, giving way to a 737. So release the parking brake. There's config, no takeoff config warning horn. So yeah, the engine's spooled up, as I mentioned many times before, in the real 737, and it's quite hard to model. And this isn't ZIBO's fault. This is just a limitation in X-Plane 11 with the M1. So basically, if you're idle here, if I stud the thrust levers up to 40% like I do now. Okay, notice how quick we are getting to 40%. The engines are a lot slower in that initial spool up. Once they get to 40% and then you add the thrust, they're quite quick at spooling up. But the time it takes at the moment is probably 4 times too quick. But that's, again, not a limitation of the mod, that's just a limitation of X-Plane 11, the way they model jet engines. So if I was to time it in the real aircraft, if I was at ground idle, which is 20%, add the thrust to 40%, I'd say it'd be around 25 now, then around 30, 35, I'd be at 40% about now. But that is just, oops, just selected reverses there. It's just a limitation of X-Plane 11 in the way it models engine thrust. So there's Sierra. Oh, I'm meant to be giving way to someone here. Oh, he's all the way up there, look, I think. Yeah, we're grand. Oops, get back on the taxiway. Whoa. But these are all limitations in the desktop simulator, which you have to deal with. Anthony, when is Jim going to make his recording? In good time. But yeah, this scenery's not bad. TDG, we could update it at some point, that would be great, but otherwise it's okay. And that's the great thing about X-Plane. You've got access to many airports. If they're not available payware, at least there's usually something freeware, and it's usually not that bad. And again, obviously this isn't up to the scratch of a payware standard airport, and like some of TDG's works, that's because it's so outdated. But it's better than nothing. You know what? I know most of you guys are here, not necessarily here for the eye candy, you're here to watch me fly a 737 realistically, so...
Hello, Sky Dubai 105, we are ready to taxi.
Sky Dubai 185, continue taxi on Sierra, turn right onto Charlie, hold short about 4.
Did I miss a donation? Hold on, because I've got it all muted at the moment. So
Sierra, turn right,
I did.
And
Tim, I missed your donation, buddy. Tim Fraser, thanks for the £5. He said, watching the Cessnas doing circuits at RF Cranwell tonight. Didn't quite...
Correction, Alpaca Delta X-Ray 2, continue on Sierra, following the Sky Dubai 737, it's going to be Charlie, hold short about 4.
Continue Sierra, and we'll follow the Sky Dubai 737 via Charlie to hold point Alpha 4, Alpaca Delta X-Ray 2. Is that this guy?
Alpaca 3 for Alpha, stand down to request.
Sorry, Tim Fraser. Yeah, I've got it all muted here. Didn't quite make it to your old stomping ground today. Thank you very much, Tim Fraser. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, South, no worries. Alpaca 3.
Cheers, mate. I hope you're doing well. I've missed quite a few today. You're right, Finley, especially when it's muted like this. So we're going to go Sierra, then next right on Charlie. But I meant to be... Where's he going?
Sky Dubai 185. I'm not quite sure where you're going. Taxi up Sierra, please.
He's had a one too many. Okay. Well, I meant to be giving way to him, but it did say follow him, but I'm not going to follow him though unless I do 30 knots.
Sky Dubai 204, apologies. Continue taxi Alpha 4, Echo 4. Your stand is going to be Echo 3.
Oh, he's... Oh, well, that must be someone else. He's gone. Jeez.
Sky Dubai 184, Hamad ground.
I think he might have logged off. Hamad ground, Alpaca Delta X-Ray 2. I guess I'm not following anymore. I'll continue Sierra, Charlie, Alpha 4.
Yeah, it would be preferable if you didn't follow him through 3 terminal buildings. So yeah, continue taxi on Charlie, hold short Alpha 4.
Amazing, thanks. Right, so Sierra, first right here's Delta, second right is going to be Charlie. Sorry I keep referring to this chart as well, because I don't have the chart from my operator. Usually have my work iPad. But it's not available, so I have to keep referring to that chart.
Like a 450, contact the tower now, call sign only 118, bye-bye.
Alpha, tilting point to Alpha 1.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, contact the tower as well for you, call sign only 118, bye-bye.
118, bye-bye.
So here we are on Charlie.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, continue taxi on Charlie, holding point Alpha 1 for 34 right.
Charlie for hold point Alpha 1 for 34 right, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. That's what's down the taxi line. So now cleared all the way to Alpha Charlie to hold point Alpha 1. So it's basically all the way there. Apart from this, we're going to take the second left on the intersection there. So we're going to get ahead of the Atlas Air Jumbo, which is pretty cool. Brooke, I got your message. Obviously, I'm not going to discuss anything about that while streaming. Unbelievable. It was a bit stupid, yes. Cool. Oh, a race I see. 30 knots, no problem. We don't break any rules, especially as ZIBO's now monitoring my performance at all times. I might get told off. I get a phone call if I go over 30 knots. Oh, for goodness sake. I don't think he's complying with the same speed restriction I'm thinking of. Oh, for goodness sake. Alright, well...
Alpaca 34 Alpha, ready for taxi.
Well, we comply where possible with real-world operating procedures, but I can guarantee he would get a phone call taxiing. Well, I'm doing 26 knots, which is a good pace. I reckon he's doing around 65, 70 knots. Jeez.
November, Sierra, Charlie, Alpha 3, Bravo, holding point Alpha 2, for 34 right, Alpaca 34 Alpha.
And my apologies, but Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, hold position, the giant official is holding point.
Hold position, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Jeez. Well, what? Now where's he going? Well, he's probably not going to end up staying on the network for too long if he's going to do stuff like this. Oh dear. Well, let's just bring it to a stop. Good time to do the before takeoff checklist now. Config we checked, flaps we have 5.5 green light, stab trim set for departure, 6.25 units set, takeoff briefing.
Ground, Skydive 204.
Packs on the bleeds on, V speeds are set for departure, we've got 39, 39, 45 sets. Our SID is the Aslam on Echo.
Yeah. Stand, you're on Echo 3.
Climb straight ahead, Soken, Denver, Ukila, stop climb 4,000 feet. NADP2. That's it. Check's complete.
And Alpaca 3 for Alpha taxi amendment. Can you taxi via Charlie at Alpha 4 turn on Bravo, please?
Charlie, Alpha 4, Bravo, Alpaca 3 for Alpha.
And Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, the giant shall be done in a second, so give me a second and I'll let you continue taxi.
Thanks, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Oh, he's gone. Just like that. There's 2 aircraft I've seen log off today.
And Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, he's now gone, so continue taxi on Charlie, holding point Alpha 1 3 right.
Charlie, hold point Alpha 1, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Thanks for that. Dot wallet magic.
And Alpaca 3 for Alpha continue.
Oh dear. Check's complete. Oh dear. Dot wallet for giving you plenty to do tonight. Thanks for your help, buddy. Teleported to destination. Amazing. Where's Atlas base? I can't remember. Seen a few. Yeah, very hazy here. I love the haze effect we've got going on. Dawn, is this plenty? Pff, I'm bored, he says. Amazing. Thanks for stopping by as well, the message you sent before. Appreciate that. Perfect, so I've got 9 and 9 at 8 set. It's going to be an awesome flight. The sunset into Dubai is going to be epic.
Confirm hold short of Echo, Alpaca Booster Alpha. Alpaca 3, Alpha 8, and that was still that giant now continue taxi left on Echo, right on Charlie, following the company 737 holding short at Alpha 1 to 34 right.
Perfect, so yeah, I mean the scenery is good enough at least. We've got Alpha 1.
Right onto Charlie, Alpaca Booster
it looks like I can't get to Alpha 1 because I can't cross this line, so we'll take the next left here. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'd have to technically cross this. Oh, thanks for sorting out. I appreciate that. 118525 Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Have a good evening, sir. Perfect. Well, unfortunately, we couldn't go to the whole point he instructed us at Alpha 1. I mean, well, technically could. Maybe the scenery is correct. No. Oh no, I think you can go straight across to Alpha 1, but we'll just take Alpha now because we're here. Perfect, ready for departure. Hamad Tower, Alpaca, Delta X-ray 2.
Alpaca, Delta X-ray 2, Hamad Tower, good day, you fully ready?
A firm, Alpaca, Delta X-ray 2.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, roger, thank you very much. Just via Alpha, line up away runway 34 right.
Line up and wait, 34 right, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Right, cleared, line up and wait.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, contact Doha radar now on 119.725, bye-bye.
Useful for us.
725, bye-bye.
Approaching, 34 right.
Order from LNAV, weather radar on, transponder to TARA. So MCP is set, transponder is TARA, strobe lights are on, just holding on the land lights. when you used to say plain L, yeah, I'm so sorry plainly. When you joined or first came here, I was like, plain LY, plain love you. Marion used to always say, it's plainly. I was like, oh yeah. Right, get your toes in chat. We're about to imminently get our takeoff clearance.
On runway 34 right.
I've forgotten how to line up, guys. You know what emoji to use in chat for that situation. Right, there we are. Oops, I've got the wrong ILS tune still. Notice how the localizer deviation's all the way there. No problem. What I'll do is just tune the Hamad VOR.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, runway 34 right, you cleared takeoff, surface wind 0208 knots.
Runway 34 right, cleared takeoff, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Perfect, clear for takeoff, guys. Release parking brake. Timer, look, timer, we're going on. 40% going on.
Alpaca 3 for Alpha, look like some nice spaghetti turns there. After the parking,
stabilise, push toga, set takeoff thrust. Line forward pressure and control column.
Correction, line up and wait behind traffic.
Yeah, takeoff thrust set indications normal. Checked, release that forward pressure.
V1.
Rotate 2 to 2.5 degrees per second. And we're airborne. Positive climb, gears going
Positive rate.
Keep that rotation going. I've got it there. Look how hazy it is there. It'll be so sticky there right now. Ugh. Airborne.
1000.
Alpaca, correction, Alpaca, 2 X-ray Delta, contact Doha, approach now on 119.725, have a nice flight.
119.725, Alpaca, Delta X-ray 2. Thanks to ATC, bye.
Bye-bye.
There we are, flaps 1. There's trim. Trim nose down as we accelerate. And flaps up. At Doha departures, good day, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Passing 2,400 for altitude 4,000 feet on the Aslim 1 Echo. I've got what the SID was for a second.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2 identify, climb unrestricted, flight level 250.
Climb unrestricted, flight level 250, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. So when he says unrestricted, guys, that means you don't need to take accounted to any of the restrictions in the SID, especially the stop altitudes, which is great for us. So we have 250 set, but in that case, don't forget to delete restrictions in the FMC by pushing out into then. There we are, and it just says 250 there. So we can now select VNAV and set standard, passing 4-6 for flight level 250, and now we'll do the after takeoff checklist. Still trying to hand fly this. Gear to up and off, water brake to off, start switches to off, air conditioning and pressurization. Alright, we're trim here at 2.2 set. Cam crew released. There we are, checks complete, there's 250 knots. Perfect. So I know a lot of you guys want to do some raw data SIDs. This unfortunately isn't really the best one to do a raw data SID demonstration because it's an RNAV SID. I need some VORs and beacons to track, so I need LNAV and the magenta line, but I will do a raw data SID for you soon. We did one on the Zurich Thessaloniki stream, which worked out quite nicely, so we'll definitely do one again. Command 8. Off we go. Was a bit quiet there. Sorry, can you say again, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2?
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, proceed direct to Alsum, Alpha Lima Sierra Echo Mike.
Direct to Alsum, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Perfect. Direct to Alsum, that's a lovely shortcut for us. Execute. Boom, look at that, direct right turn. Now available.
Contact UAE radar 119.3, bye-bye.
119.3, thanks for ATC.
Thanks, flight.
Awesome stuff.
Correction, Doha, approach Alpaca 3 for Alpha, passing 1,800 feet for 4,000 feet.
Alpaca 3 for Alpha, identify, climb unrestricted, flight level 250.
250 unrestricted, Alpaca 3 for Alpha.
Hold on, why does my Sim Toolkit Pro say the flight's nearly completed? Oh, no, there we go, it's just sequenced to Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. How random. Look, it keeps going between the two. How strange. I don't know what's going on with Sim Toolkit Pro. I'll have to reboot that in a second. Wonderful. Right, pre-cruise checks, 108 for 250. Fuel 4 pumps. Climbing, lights coming off now. APU's off, pressurization 4.2 set. Reese passengers recool. Yeah, checks complete. ETA guys, 15:13, so 50 minutes from us here. I forgot to reset the clock obviously because I had the replay going. I didn't reset the sim, so it is running just fun. It's running 4 hours 5 minutes behind live time. Nothing to worry about.
Alpaca 3-4 Alpha, proceed direct to Alsum.
Correction, proceed direct to Alsum, Alpaca 3 for Alpha.
Alpacas galore today. We're taking over the UAE area all day long. Cool, look at the long queue of aircraft filing in Dubai right now.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
Thank you very much to Freckles Aviation for the £3 donation. Thanks, buddy. He says, seems Boeing are axing the 747 program after the 13 747-8s have been built. Sad face. Good job we have quality streams like yours to make up for it. Thank you for the amazing streams. Well, it's quite a contrary to the fact that the 747's being mothballed, but thank you very much, Freckles Aviation. I'm glad that my streams lighted up your day with the fact that the 747's going out of service, I guess. I don't keep up much with the industry news these days, but thank you very much for your kind words. Just realised that is really loud when the alert box. I'm trying to see if we can turn this down slightly. I need to have a play with these settings for sure. There we go. So again, it will be a super short flight, guys. Top of descent look only 119 miles away. In fact, what we'll start doing, and this is exactly what I'd be doing in real life as well, is handing over control to the pilot monitoring. So he becomes PF, and then starting up the setup for the approach into your destination, in this case Dubai. But I can probably even get the ATIS as well on VATSIM. DB8 I can. Landing now, runway 12 left, so it's going to be a straight in approach. Landing runway 12 left, departure runway 12 right. Okay. That's going to further shorten the flight time. Oops. Sorry, Windows.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, contact UA radar 119.3, bye-bye. 119.3, Alpha, Alpha, bye. Bye-bye.
Jonas Carlson, what is the ZIBO version? Thanks, Freckles. Will Bewley a general aviation flight after this? What's the stream? 2 hours 29. We'll see if there's not a massive delay. We'll have a little bumble around the skyline of Dubai. We'll see. Generally, I do that on a Sunday. Low AH set current heading, you caught me in the act. It's going to be ILS 12 left. On the arrival, which will be the VUTEB arrival for 12 left. There's 2. Which one are we going to go for? Change the Erkin one.
So half approach, very good evening. MS27 Whiskey 4000 feet. MS27 Whiskey identified departure, climate restricted flight level 250, proceed direct Alpha.
Mandatory 2000 at 612. Okay, so we can change the one before, at or above 2000
direct Alpha, climb flight level 250, MS27 Whiskey.
Cool. 101, 119.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, contact UAE radar now 119.3, bye-bye.
UAE radar 119.3, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Good day, sir.
Good day.
Fly initially, a heading of 090 degrees. Reduce your speed to 230 knots.
Looks like they're already sequencing everyone in here.
Heading 090 speed 230, thank you very much.
UAE radar, very good evening. Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. We're maintaining flight level 250, ALSA.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2 UA radar standby number 1. Seabirds, Concorde 2,
standby.
arrival.
There's a Concorde buzzing around here.
4-5.
That is coming, guys. I promise you.
Bye-bye.
Nothing else to tune here. Guys, go check out this Vivid Sky preset. It just improves the lighting so much. Doha radar. Minimums. RVR 550, 211. Perfect.
Sorry, 110, that's 121.1.
Commander Jenna Hofen, why is the approach like that? So this is a very common now, instead of kind of a standard hold, you still get a lot of airports, you have these sort of point to merge systems. The idea is they get you at an altitude, for example, 12,000 feet, or in this case 7,000 feet at this point, and then you just wiggle your way in, and then if there's no delay they could just send you direct to the extended centerline point. So yeah, if it was quiet they'd probably go, let's say they're holding, you see in this case like at VATSIM because they're so busy anyway, but the idea is they go to Delta Bravo 400 then just direct to Rerick whenever you can, instead of holding. But it looks like they're holding as well, so I'm glad we've got that extra 30 minutes of fuel. It's usually the case in these VATSIM events.
Alpha 17 Alpha, you are cleared the correction. You can expect the VTEB 3 Bravo.
So guys, yeah, I mean, well, once we... Oh, what was his arrival?
Enter the hold at VTEB as published.
Expect VTEB 3 Bravo arrival when running 1
VTEB 3 Bravo. So it's exactly as you said, Alex, very good. And expect holding as well at VTEB.
Alpha 160 X-ray descent of flight level 150.
So again, yeah, you'd have to step through all these points, which we'll do quickly. I'm not going to check every track and distance. Yeah, you can see pictorially. Looks pretty good. Wigging your way all the way in.
Echo Romeo, you can monitor from 122 decimal.
122 decimal, Emirates saying Echo Romeo.
Where are we at today? 25,000 feet to 75. Cool, just need to check performance.
Alpha 450 descent to flight level 190.
Commander, thanks for the explanation. I hope that makes sense, Jenna Hofen. Just drop me a message on Discord if you need further explanation.
Alpha 160 X-ray, contact UAE radar 122.225.
No idea what taxi chart we need. We're landing 12 left. We'll keep this one open, I think. Cool. So 12 left. 4,300 meters. Less landing distance, obviously, taking display threshold. We'll just take one of the high-speed exits, I guess, to the left or right. I don't know. If we go to the left, we can just have a short taxi on stand, probably where we started. It'd be quite cool to start, finish day where we started in Terminal 2. So I think we'll plan to vacate left, unless ADC want us to go a different direction. Cool. 1,200 kilos to burn, 63 or 62.9 is our landing weight. Flat 30, order brake 2. So that will make sense, guys. Step through all those points, make sure you're happy with it. It looks like we're going to get holding though at VATSIM based on the traffic ahead. ILS, nice and simple to take. I might go raw data if we get established nice and early for you. This has been so nice to hear young voices speak freshly. Yeah, it's great. I'm really impressed with some of the younger lads that go on VATSIM and they take the correct attitude, which is great to see. Hologram. There's a Concorde doing Dubai to Doha. Yeah, he's not going to get much speed up. Aviation for you, are there a lot of fellow pilots you know that use VATSIM to keep up procedures and stuff? I can think of a couple of colleagues that sim, for sure. It's been great for me. Runway change at Dubai, really? Liam P? That's going to add to the workload for the guys there. Plenty enough traffic to think about. Seems to be aircraft coming in from all sorts of directions. So it doesn't look too busy. There's quite a few aircraft ahead of us, but. Oh, that's why they're holding, is it, Leo? Ah, okay. Joe 131100, evening. Is it often use order break 1? Assume when you're really light looking to roll to the end of the runway. Yeah, Joe, that would be the kind of perfect example to use it. It's unusual to use order break 1 in normal operation because not only are we wanting to make sure we take off the end of the runway, we want to make sure that an airport like Dubai especially, you have minimum runway occupancy. So if you use order break 1, we're going to have to roll to the end. Most likely stopping distance will be in excess of 2,500 metres. And you're going to be causing all sorts of issues for a very busy airport there.
Cockpit 507, descent to flight level 180.
Jamlin, if you're watching, thanks again. And for all the guys that made delivery, Icefire, Dave and B. I'm missing half of you, I know as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that. Dave, I think you have some explanations to do in Discord after the stream. Oh, okay. What have I done?
Osaka 786. No worries. Just maintain
the profiteroles.
180 degrees of traffic.
Thanks, Icefire. See you there. I will alternate Icefire as well. I'll occasionally jump into your old one.
Sorry, 786. You can ask UAE radar south 132.15. Cockpit 507, descent to flight level 160, contact correction, descent to flight level 170, contact you.
Dirk Regis, I've got to go. Enjoy your evening, Captain, and I wish you a very buttery landing. Thank you very much, Dirk. And thanks for joining the stream. I hope you have a great evening. Oh yeah, that was it, Dirk. I was just remembering. Yeah, you joined as a member today, so Dirk, get into the Discord later, and we'll catch you then. Just drop me a message if you want.
Delta X-ray 2, descent to flight level 200.
7 flight level 200, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. So 200 is set. Alex Aviation is the hold 1.5 minutes. Yes, above 14,000 feet. Standard hold times 1.5 minutes. Cool, that sounds good, Dirk. And if you have any issues with that, just go to Google, type in YouTube Discord synchronization, follow the steps there. And enjoy the rest of your evening, buddy. Hey guy, I noticed that spoilers work with ZIBO cold and dark. Is that true in real life? No, it shouldn't. If it's completely dark, it shouldn't extend. Thanks for subscribing, Andrew Kinamar.
Emirates Center, we're apologies for that. We started our descent so that we can be at flight level 120 at route 10 for 45.
45, you can expect it into the hold.
Hey, buddy. Pedro, how can you know distance or time holds, Captain? If you want to know the difference between the two, usually they'll give you a DME distance for the hold. If there's nothing there, you follow the standard holding timing. So outbound times above flight level 140, a minute and a half. Below that, 1 minute. And the speeds, all I remember is the 230 knot speed, so up to 14,000 feet, 230 knots. So if you're holding below 14,000 feet, 230 knots maximum. Generally holding a lot slower speed than that. There we are, turning now eastbound towards the coastline of Dubai.
514, shortly leave my airspace, radar service terminated, 122, destination.
Chintaros, need to sign off. It's mega nice to watch stream finally live. See you soon, stay safe. Take care, Chintaros, thanks for coming in. Jack's drop one stinks. Absolutely stinks in it, guys. I thought it was Mariana.
That was go.
Check. Who?
X-ray 2, descent to flight level 170.
Flight level 170, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Who's that? You mean Jim?
Alpaca 34 Alpha, descent to flight level 190.
190 Alpaca
170 checked. There's the VNAV profile. Fart data sim, unbelievable. It does, you know, when the dogs, you know, dogs drop one, it's the worst. And it's not great in here right now.
Descent flight level 210. Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, contact UAE radar 122 decimal 225. Bye-bye.
122225 Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Good day, sir.
Alpaca 34 Alpha.
Perfect. So I'm going to go level change now, bring the speed back, because I'm not too worried about VNAV at the moment.
Go 5507, maintain the outbound heading.
Maintain outbound heading, Gulf 507.
The thing you're enjoying the smell of your fresh room now. UAE radar, good evening, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, descending flight level 170 to hold at VATSIM, reducing speed 220 knots.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, good day, stack holder, descend flight level 160, it'll be a VATSIM 3 Bravo, 12 left. When you exit the hold, you can expect about 5 minutes.
Descend flight level 160, enter VATSIM hold, expect VATSIM 3 Bravo for 12 left, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. 160 set.
UAE radar Alpaca 34 Alpha, descending flight level 190 for flight level 18.
See Hammond, how about an offline tour of Dubai after this landing? Guys, in chat, after we landed, understand, would you like me to have a quick little blast around Dubai skyline in a light aircraft? Or, I think I've got a BAE Hawk, which I've never used. A Hawk could be quite amusing. We'll see, guys. We've got food tonight, haven't we? Alan's comment. Fine, trying to look fit, Barry. Alan Hughes. What does he say? Evening or late as usual, just in time to hear about Jackson Linston. Must be something in the air. My daughter's stuffy left this morning, but she left earlier. Must be it, Alan. Oh yes, Captain. Yeah, should we go for the Hawk? So guys, I purchased the Hawk over a year ago. Just have a bit of fun, kind of myself, and stream it, but I completely forgot to ever do it. If you want, should we take off? I'll leave the engines running because we'll be another half an hour trying to work out how to start the engines off. But if we take off from 12 left offline, we'll go blast down the city. We'll buzz the Burj Khalifa. We'll find something to fly through. Isn't there a building that's like an arch? I tell you what, I'll try and fly through the arch in the Hawk, and then I'll try and butter it. How does that sound? See, I'm delaying the stream until next stream until sundown. I'm not doing one on Saturday, so I can have a chill Friday and Saturday.
Down to 1,000 feet, Gulf 50700.
Steve Jackson, let's see what FPS you get. Right now 50 FPS, but that's probably because I'm over the water, the Persian Gulf.
1,000 to go.
Checked. And in we go to the holds. Looks like we're about to go right over the head or under a colleague. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 alpacas in the hold. You are overpowered, hey guy. Oh, we'll never forget trying to do that carrier landing. Steve Jenkinson, man, I'm still quite flabbergasted by that. That's very.
By
that donate, buddy. I meant in the Hawk, whizzing past all the scenery. Yeah, we'll go in the Hawk for sure. Oh, see what FPS I get whilst in the Hawk. Helps if I can actually understand what you're trying to say. Was that for me?
Alpha Delta X-ray 2, descend flight level 150,000 feet per minute.
Descend flight level 150,000 feet per minute, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. 150 set, into the hold we go.
Descend flight level 160,000 feet per minute.
160,000 feet per minute, Alpha 54.
1,000 to go.
Delta 507, descend altitude 10, 10,000 feet.
Down to 10,000, Delta 507.
Just having a look here on the traffic, see who's holding with us. So now Alpaca 1, 60 X-ray, much lower than us at 10,000 feet.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, descend 11,000 feet, 1,000 feet per minute or greater.
Can't see anyone at the moment, guys. Look at that sunset. Oh, it's a shame we're not landing on the 3 zeros because we would have seen that approach. George WA is 1,000 feet per minute the standard when sending in a hold. I always did 500. It's at your own discretion. I'll do 500 if I've not been told to do 1,000 feet per minute. But AC, I think I got to try and think about this one because I think AC in a hold expect 1,000 feet per minute, but they don't. They expect nothing over, nothing less than 500 feet per minute.
Cedar Jet 45, maintain 170 and reaching hold boot at less than 5 minutes.
Thanks, Brooklyn, for your message.
Roger, maintain 170 and reaching hold in less than 10 minutes for 4 seconds.
There we are. Entering the hold of VTEB. Ooh, look, there's a...
Alpaca 17 Alpha, turn right.
Is there any aircraft carriers around? Oh, tempting, guys. If you want to have a bit of fun afterwards, we could probably try and do a touch and go on the carrier, but it's quite a way out from the coastline.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, turn right, heading 2905 degrees.
Right, heading 2905 degrees, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. So sort of like a vectored hold now. So we're heading select.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, descend altitude 12,000 feet, QNH 998, 1,500 feet per minute or greater.
So altitude 12,000 feet, QNH 998 will give you 1,500 feet per minute or greater, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. So 12,000 feet set, QNH 998, God damn it. Passing 14,500, 12,000 feet, standby altimeter set. So he wants 1,500 feet per minute. Just bear in mind though, if you're clean, this is the exact same issue in the real aircraft. Just watch the speed, because the speed might run away, so be prepared to use speed brake. Sometimes what AT can do, they can go, okay, Alpaca to Delta X-ray 2, descend flight level 120, give me 2,000 feet per minute greater, maintain speed less than 250 knots. And it can be quite difficult to do that because of the clean wing. Now I can still use speed brake here, and I'm not under a speed restriction, so I'm just letting that speed kind of trickle up slightly. Just be prepared to use speed brake. Robert S, don't forget to use sterile cockpit. Absolutely. You turn it on at 10,000 feet. It was linked to the gear, but I do it manually now at 10,000. Works out perfectly well. So we're on a delayed vector now, no longer holding. It looks like it's actually spat out the hold at VTEB, so the mod, ZIBO, just let you know, I think it's sequenced, because I've gone on a heading, out the hold. It shouldn't do that. I need to make a note for this. So it should still have the hold completely programmed in there, even though I'm on a heading, so it's accidentally sequenced to the next waypoint at a VT, which it shouldn't do. So heading select, we've lost the hold at... heading select VTEB hold deleted itself.
230 indicate the locked and arrivals 12445. Good night, Gulf 507.
Yeah, Brooklyn. Don't keep sending me messages on VATSIM, buddy. The same as we discussed before. I'll get back to you after the stream. I can't answer all your questions while streaming it. So yeah, better put it direct to Yeah, so we're going away now. Let's just stick in VTEB here.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, descend to 11,000 feet.
Descend 11,000 feet, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Yeah, 11,000 feet, just gives you vertical speeds. I could do 500 feet.
Alpaca 34 Alpha, turn right, heading 300 degrees.
Erase. So VTEB.
You just cut off there again, please.
Bug! ZIBO, bug!
Turn right, heading 300 degrees.
You can't put in VTEB, but it's still saying... I put it in, it just says a VUTI, execute. That's a bug, ZIBO, I can't put VTEB in. I think that's probably got something to do with the fact it's a hold. Interesting. Well, we can't accept direct to a VUTI. To VTEB. I was going to have to go direct to a VUTI. Let's try VTEB again now. No, it's bugged.
Alpaca 2 Delta X-ray, turn right, heading 030 degrees.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, just confirm the heading.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, heading 030 degrees.
Heading 030 degrees, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. I think he said something else, so he said 2 X-ray Delta. And my short-term memory's just spat out that heading. What was it? 030? 020?
Alpaca 17 Alpha, call Dubai arrivals 124.45, good day. 124.45, good day, Alpaca.
I think it was 030. 030, thanks guys. See, when he accidentally said the wrong call sign, I was thinking about that, and it just, when your short-term memory, you can store around 7-8 sequences of numbers. If you group them, your short-term memory increases, but the maximum you can really remember is
50,
a few digits.
40, 30, 20, 10.
With the left turn, not a right turn. You can fly now direct to VTEB, rejoin VTEB 3 Bravo arrival.
Sorry about that. Direct to VTEB for the VTEB 3 Bravo Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. See? Oh, all the time for me. Right, unfortunately we're going to struggle to do that because it won't let me do that in the mod. So let's try something else. VTEB, fix page. And we'll do it manually.
Descent flight level 160, speed 230 knots, Emirates 7
Alpaca 3 for Alpha, just to confirm your speed is also 230 knots, please.
Sorry. Thank you very much, 2 tons of love for the pound donation. Entertaining lunch hour stream for me.
Alpaca 2, it should be a number, then Delta X-ray. Nobody ever goes Delta X-ray and then a number. Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, descent altitude 10, 10,000 feet on the QNH 998.
So actually 10,000 feet QNH 998. I'd like to keep you guys on your toes. Alpaca Delta X-ray 2.
The day I've had you certainly doing that. In fact, a week ago.
Amazing. He's quite right though. 10,000 feet vertical speed. So I'm going to go heading select here because the mod's just a bit bugged. I think it's probably got something to do with the fact that we used VTEB as a hold. So you can see that I just cannot get it in here manually. It's just not accepting it. So what I'm going to do is use heading select. We'll go to VTEB using that and then we'll just sequence to the next waypoint.
Right 300, right 030 degrees, Alpaca 3 for Alpha.
Yes. 2 tons love. I never finished your message. Entertaining lunch hour stream for me, complete with trolls and the essence of Jack. Hopefully no web meetings whilst I have your stream on in the background. Thank you very much, 2 tons of love. Hope you don't get too really distracted. Yeah, we've had it all today, haven't we?
12,000, 1,500 feet or greater, and QNH 974, LCZ 45. CDJ 45, QNH is 998 hectopascal. 998, 45.
Amazing. Right, let's turn the alerts off. So we've just got to remember here to sequence the next waypoint.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, fly direct VUTI and rejoin the arrival.
Direct to a VUTI and then we'll continue the arrival. Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Perfect, that makes my life a lot easier. Execute and now we can go out on Earth.
Now it's 27 Whiskey, descent flight level 150.
220 knots. Tell the computer that's our descent speeds. So we'll build the path based on 220 knots, not 250 below 100. Fuel 4 pumps, lights on, APs off, pressurization. 4.0 set. Seatbelts on, recall. Checks complete.
Fly right, direct VTEB, rejoin.
Love this music, guys. Let's look at that sunrise.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, contact Dubai arrivals now 124.45, thanks for flying.
12445 Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. I hope you enjoyed the call sign. I didn't do it on purpose. Cheers, bye bye.
It's a good one. It's a tongue twister.
Thanks.
Let's cover.
Perfect. Right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Checking the volume. All good.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, reduce speed now 190 knots.
Looks like it'll be quite busy here, guys. Radar, good evening. Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, maintaining flight level 100 inbound to Ivuti for the VTEB 3 Bravo. Speed 220 knots.
Alpaca 2 Delta X-ray, hello, descend 8,000.
Send 8,000 feet, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. See, he did it as well. It's my fault. I should have chosen a slightly better call sign. Level change.
Gulfer 507, fully established, 1 to left.
Let's go vertical speed actually, 1,000 feet.
Gulfer 507, maintain 180 until 10 DME, then 160 until 4. 180 10.
Look at the time. This stream just timed it perfectly. See the aircraft holding behind, look.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, turn right direct to Rerek, descend 4,000 feet.
Direct to Rerek and descend altitude 4,000 feet, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. That is a shortcut and a half. That's straight to the extended center line. Execute. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. I love it when that happens. You bang on profile. And that's what those restrictions are for. Typically, you know, direct to Eric. Perfect.
8,000 feet, Alpaca 34 Alpha.
I'm trying to get you to enjoy that sunset line. There you go, look at that.
Tower 1875, Gulf F507, Yatik Alpha.
George A345, that is satisfying. When that happens in real life, lovely. Pilot Guy 707, so you know how long you've been in the air so you can do fuel and time checks as your flight plan? I guess you're talking to Captain Lego. Yes, you just, every 30 minutes, just check it. David Smith, you'd like a flyby. Oh, look at that, look at that. It's superb. Outstanding. Mega. And there is Dubai straight ahead. Oh, Finley, no cool. It was cool. Cool.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, fully established, runway 1 to left.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, speed 180 until 10 DME, then 160 till 4.
Happy days. God, I need so many custom emojis.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, speed 190.
View speed 190 knots, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. So we have to go flap 1 now. And bug 180 knots.
Alpaca 34 Alpha, turn right direct, Rerek, descend 4,000 feet.
So it looks like with level change, it's so close. It's just, yeah, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to complain. So sometimes with level change, you select flaps. Actually, you know what, ZIBO? I take it back, that's really nice. Just a nice shallow descent. He's done so much to make this work, probably a tad bit more of a descent while slowing down and level change, but it's very close to what we're looking for. Let's go flap 2. Just give that little bit of extra drag, but we'll maintain 190 knots. So
Delta X-ray 2 cleared, present heading cleared ILS runway 12 left towards standard.
On heading cleared ILS 12 left, we'll Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. 4 lock, go vertical speed now, because we should be pretty much on the glide slope. Oh, you beauty! Approach. Localizer alive, localizer capture. It should not turn right though, it should not turn right, it should keep wings level then turn left onto finals. Again, a little bit of a bug. Flap 5, glide slope capture. Look at the Mr. Bridge here. Climb direct to Delta Bravo 611.
Alpaca 34 Alpha D.
What if I to hold 3,000 feet, so 3,000 feet set.
190 knots, Alpaca 34 Alpha.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, fully established, ILS 1 to left.
Delta X-ray 2, roger, continue.
Continue approach, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. So we'll keep the speed up for him, 190 knots. Flat 5, it should be around idle thrust to maintain that speed, which it looks like it's doing. As I've mentioned now, the flight model now has been completely fixed. It's perfect. It's so good. The flap drag is exactly now as it should have been, and that was just a little bug with the 2K version, which was hidden right under the nose of us guys testing it and ZIBO. Amazing. Look at that for the timing for the ending of this song as well. Cool. So that's everything muted here. Fully established, 190 knots.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, speed 180 till 10, 160 to 4, please.
Reduce speed 180 knots, maintain till 10 miles, and then 160 till 4. Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Oh jeez, look at that. That is so cool.
Dubai approach, 045 with you at flight level 10,000.
So making out of this time 15:05. So when I do a little sprint in the Hawk, we'll start at 1500.
8,000 for 045.
There's all this kind of reclaimed land that they have in Dubai. I think they've all scrapped this project here. There again is the Burj Khalifa. Now, I know there's a building around here. Yeah, there we are. That's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to get in the Hawk. We're going to fly through that. Fly through that on departure. Buzz the Khalifa. And then down the beach land. Just take 10 minutes. Just a bit of fun.
Heading cleared ILS, Alpaca 34 Alpha.
There we are. So 160 now till 4.
Direct to Rerek, descend 4,000 feet.
Direct to Rerek.
So I'm going to have to get out flat 15 here because our flat 5 speed is 168 knots. Captain Lazy, thank you very much for the £15 donation. That's very, very generous of you. He says, but or go around. Hi, Captain Lazy. Well, that is usually for the Sunday. We are going to do the special. We'll do a little fun afterwards in the Hawk. How about that? But that's very, very generous of you, sir. Thank you very much for the donation. Tower 11875, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Bye. Oops. So I should be configuring now because it does want 160 till 4. Again, configuring a little bit earlier than planned. There's no traffic ahead of us, so it'll be technically fine. Usually get the clearance actually to maintain kind of the flat 5 speed till a little bit later, but I will configure. Gear down, flat 15, match speed, landing checklist of flaps, start switches continuous, recall check, speed brake, arm green light, landing gear, down 3 green, order brake set to 2, just holding on the landing flap.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, welcome to Dubai, turn left, Papa 6. Papa, hold Papa Kilo.
What's the ground frequency? So we're going to vacate to the left as well. Flat 30. Oh, that's actually, no, that's a bit premature actually, because it wants 160 till 4, so I should have actually just held it at flat 15 there. But I'll keep the speed at 160. Is he going to respond? not sure. Dubai Tower, good evening. Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, ILS 12 left at 5 miles. So we can now start bringing the speed back.
Delta X-ray 2, Dubai Tower, hello, continue approach, number 1, plan to vacate November 6.
Continue approach, and we'll try and make November 6, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2.
Alpaca 17 Alpha left, Papa 6, Papa Kilo.
November 6 there, okay. So I think flap 30 brake 2 is going to be fine. It's going to be the second high speed exit there. So flaps, we've got 30 green lights, just holding on a landing clearance. There we are. Oh, power's coming back on in Dubai. Ring news is the flight temperature by scenery. No, it's in the video description below.
Delta X-ray to the wind 100 degrees 7 knots, runway 12 left, clear to land.
Runway 12 left, clear to land. Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Lights are on. Checklist is complete. We are cleared to land. Let's now disconnect everything. There we are. Autopilot disconnected. Perfect. Look at this approach. What a perfect time.
Approaching 1, 2 left.
All the scenery still loading in though.
8 miles ILS 12 left.
Pitch power's perfect.
Alpha, Dubai Tower, hello, continue approach.
Thrusters around where I'd expect it. I'm obviously pitching up a little bit here because I'm a bit low on the glide slope. We'll reset that target altitude. It should be maybe a tad lower, but I'd say it's pretty close. The altitude's around 2 degrees. I'd expect it to be around 1.
400.
Speed's good. Tad low again. I'm going to pitch up slightly. Correct that rate. Set around 500 feet per minute.
300.
Check. There we are. Re-establish. Set new attitude.
Minimums.
Trim.
200.
Keep dipping below the glide and Pappy's here. Continue. That's my fault.
100. 50, 40, 30.
Check.
20,
Close.
10.
Hold that attitude off. Ooh, it's a floater. It's a floater. Oh, come on. Oh, my, great. We'll take it. Right, speed brakes up. Reverses. Slowly lower the nose. There we are. A 9-second float. Whoops. 100 knots. 80 knots. There's the first high speed. Next left's going to be November 6. Manual braking. 60 knots. Side reverse. There's November 6 as instructed by NTC. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dubai. Local time in the sim is 10 past 7.
Alpaca 34 Alpha, company 737 vacating at November 6. Winds 100 degrees 7 knots, only 1 to left, clear to land.
Perfect. We've made it.
1 to left, clear to land, Alpaca 34.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, welcome to Dubai, turn left, Papa 6, Papa, hold Papa Kilo.
Left, Papa 6, Papa, hold Kilo, Ultra Kilo, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. So is Papa the first left?
Just to confirm, Papa 6, Papa,
Yeah.
hold Papa Kilo.
Papa 6, Papa, hold Papa Kilo, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. So Papa 6 is up here. This is why it's always useful to know exactly where you're going after vacating. I just want to see where Papa Kilo is. So next left, where is Papa Kilo? So I just want to make sure we're happy with where we're going.
Alpaca 2, question Delta X-ray 2, contact the ground 11835, bye bye.
11825, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, cheerio.
Just confirm the frequency 11835, bye bye.
11835, Alpaca 2 X-ray Delta, cheers. Right, let's just bring it to a stop here. This is where Desktop Simulator Life gets very tricky. Right, let's just put that to steady, just set the parking brake for a second. 11835. So in reality, you'll be now talking to the ground controller, working out where you're going, and I'll actually request our stand we started on today. Dubai ground, good day, Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. We've again 1-2 left at November 6. Cross Papa 6 on Papa and request stand 2 for Echo.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2 Dubai ground. Hello, you can continue on Papa stand Echo 2.
To continue, stand Echo 2 via Papa Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. You probably heard me say Delta 2, but we'll take that. And that's going to be all the way here. We need another chart available for us. Where is it? Let's get a bit of pace up here as well. Oops, a little bit too much thrust, and then we'll do the rest of the cleanup. So I want this one, I think. Nope, I don't want that one. I already have that one. That one, there we are. So Echo 2 right at the corner there, but we'll take it. Cool, let's get on our way. Let's do the cleanup.
November Golf 2A Dubai, around hello, visibility 4.
Out off. Water brake is off. There's 30 knots. Flight directors can come off. 3,100 feet. Put the logo light on as it is dark now. Pro peak can come off as well. Lovely. Welcome to Dubai, guys.
Alpaca Delta X-ray 2, you can take stand Echo 23.
Stand Echo 23, thank you. Alpaca Delta X-ray 2. Oh, even better.
Speed rate 108, say again.
108 heavy, we're having some issues with this new aircraft. Any possibility to shut down over here and we'll be back in the partner.
So there's Terminal 2.
Speedbird 108.
Might be coming up here a little bit. Have I just gone hurtling past it? I probably have.
Any possibility you can taxi a little further?
Oops, Echo 22. I might have just gone hurtling past my stand. Yeah.
Okay, Speedbird 108, you can make the 180 onto Kilo and then...
I think that might have been the stand I wanted. Know what you need to do and chat, guys. Let's see if the controller notices. Thanks, Adam. Appreciate it, buddy. And that's why, exactly, that's why you don't text and drive. We'll take this stand, he'll never know. We'll just say it's the scenery. He's not watching the stream, is he?
November, Papa 5, stand of choice, Alpaca 35.
And that's why you don't go hurtling around at 30 knots when you have no clue where you're going. Infinite flight deck, you've got it. He hasn't noticed, see? Boeing 738. On stand Echo 23.
Golf Air 507, hold position.
Holding position, Golf Air 507.
Oh, that's cool how it counts down like that. Okay, it says. Right, parking brake set.
Right, ground, park
Look at that for timing, perfect. 2 blues, 1 red. There we are, engine's dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dubai. We're outside the Emirates Group Security Building. And another successful, safe Alpaca Airways flight. Look at that sunset with the skyline. Oh, it's just set now, the sun here. Amazing.
Regular 4, hold true 12 right, Emirates 2
Finley, I guess we'll never know exactly. Looks like a sandcastle. Handbrake turn, yeah, reverses. That could have been. They're all excellent suggestions. Hologram, you'd like a tower view? Yeah, we're going to do some replays and then we'll just have a quick 15-minute kind of encore in the Hawk. It'll only take 15 minutes or so. Tongue twister, that captain. I had tongue twisters all day. Go around to that. It wasn't, yeah, the landing I stretched out. That was a bit naughty. Efren, never end the funky music tradition. Of course not. We always have this taxi-in music for now as well. Just checking my Streamlabs here. Hawk time, you've got it. Perfect, now that's working. Alright guys, so just doing a few things in the background there. Party's not quite finished yet. Yeah, I know, I'm just going to have a quick spin in the Hawk, but of course, we'll have a look at the replays first. Let's wait for the song to finish. Constant TD not quite, nearly there. Bittrip 0.15's released, ZIBO right on the ball there. As soon as I've let touchdown, he always releases the next version of the mod. That's super cool. Just the only issue really was that hold which you saw. The issue at VTEP, where it wouldn't let me route direct. Cool, there we are. That's the music roll to the end. And now let's cue the funky music. There we are. So let's have a look at how this landing was. Marianne is very enthusiastic about the funky music tonight, it would seem. that sunset. Oh no, I didn't log off of X-Pilot. Oh, it did it automatically for me, thankfully. Thank you. X-Pilot disconnected for me. I forgot to log off nearly. Thank goodness it did that. But yeah, look, see how the runway's downslope? See, it's that downslope which doesn't help. That's why I floated for a little bit longer. That's my excuse out the way. That looks like a heart, doesn't it, with the taxiway? Yeah, it's because it was slightly downsloped. Just kind of made the flare extend a little bit there. So I should have touched down ideally there. Oh, not bad for the timing on the drop. Wonderful. Someone wanted the tower of you, didn't you? There we are, with the city sky in the background. Mega. So it's just stretched a little bit there, but we're in the touchdown zone. Happy enough, but you see how that downslope didn't help. Carried on floating a little bit there, but we'll take it today. Right guys, well, as requested, seeing I'm actually not going to do another stream until Sunday, so I don't have anything to plan Friday and Saturday, what I'm going to do is let you enjoy this approach into Dubai from the window seat. As soon as we've landed, I'll quickly fire up the Hawk, and then we'll just have a quick little blast. I haven't flown it since I bought it, so very likely to end in tears, but it will have a bit of fun. It's a Thursday fun day. And then I'll shoot off. But guys, enjoy this approach, and I'll be straight back with you in 5 minutes. And yeah, I'm going to try and fly through that building, I think, immediately after departure. Then the Burj Khalifa, then we'll go do the, is it Jeremiah Hotel? I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, we'll go have a look. Guys, I'll be straight back in around 5 minutes. Enjoy the landing. Cheers. Hey guys, welcome back. I've reloaded X-Plane 11, and here we have the BAE Hawk. I have no idea who the developer was. Can't remember. Is it Just Flight? I have no idea. It's been sat here in my aircraft library for quite some time. Now, I'm not going to use any livery today, Caliber Spotting, because if I end up in a hole, I don't want to be representing anyone. So we're just going to go with default white today. Alpaca Airways fleet arm. We have a squadron of Hawks. I mean, not telling anyone about it. We fly on behalf of Lizzie Windsor. It's a secret air force. Yeah, I thought we'd just do a bit of fun here. So everything's ready to go. I have no idea how to fly it. So if you're a fast jet pilot in the Air Force, or you're perhaps even flying the BAE Hawk right now, please just close your eyes for the next kind of 10 minutes or so. What we're going to do is going to blast straight off of 1, 2 right, I think we're on. Where are we? I can't even see where we are now. Well, I'm somewhere down there. Where was I? I can't even remember where I was. Well, we're there. The threshold is a massive displaced threshold, that's why. 1, 2 right. We're then I'm gonna do a loop after departure. I'm gonna do a loop, come back in the reciprocal direction, head towards the coastline. Before we turn or get ourselves to the coastline, we're gonna make a left turn, fly through this because we can, just for reasons. I'm then gonna do a buzz of the Burj Khalifa. I'm then going to go past the sailboat hotel, which I always forget the name of this. And then we're going to do a 180 round the hotel, blast back along the coastline, and then land on I don't know, 1, 2 right or 1, 2 left. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, the flight time should be in the region of 5 minutes. And it's just a bit of fun now. Let's just make it a little bit lighter. Just so... It's such a dark shadow here. Yeah, I have no idea what to do. I mean, I've just got the rudder, sticks moving, rudders are moving, thrust. That's yeah. Okay, so I've got everything I need. Oh yeah, you want me to do the carrier? All right, is it there? All right, I'll do a touch and go on the carrier if it's not too far away. It shouldn't take too long here. How does that sound? I won't do a landing. All right, plan of action then. Take off. 180 loop through the building. Blast past the Burj Khalifa, blast past the Jumeirah, and then we'll go to the aircraft carrier, touch and go, then land. How does that sound? I don't know what's going on. Right, anyway, let's take a notch of flaps. Are the flaps extending? Put them up again just to make sure they're moving. Yes, they are. So we'll take a notch of flaps. Got no weapons on board today. There we go. Release parking brake. Let's firewall it. There we are. Looks like we've got thrust set. I should think it'll be a little bit louder. Where's my indicated airspeed there? Is that in knots? You see, it's 100 knots. I reckon that'll be a good speed to rotate at. Oh my goodness! Nearly ended horribly. Oh, it's completely out of trim. Right, flaps up, gears up. Ooh, it feels like I'm kind of flying up. Now I need to go. I reckon at least to 250 knots. I did put the gear up, didn't I? Amazing. Airborne. Right, let's keep accelerating here. It's so jerky. Right, let's get to around 280 knots. And then we're going to do a loop. I just need to get some more speed here. I'm still trimming those down. Right, there's 250 knots. I reckon a smooth loop should do us. Oh, nice. There we go. Sign me up to the red arrows. Let's roll out. Ooh, Christ. Take a bit of thrust off. See how low we can get to the runway. Nice. It feels very strange. 350 knots. Right, let's make a left turn as we're doing around 380. Don't want to over G. Where's my G meter? Ah, now this is where I need track IR. Right, through the building, as discussed, we'll just maintain 350 knots. What do these red lights mean in front of me? Does that mean I'm going too fast? Doing the 380. Well, this isn't too difficult. Oh, I forgot I can't move my building legs. Right, we've done that one then. Tick that one off. Right, now comes the Burj Khalifa. Means you did a boo-boo. Amazing. 414 viewers and 553 likes. Outrageous. Still 400 of you here. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Well, flying the BAE Hawk around the skyline of Dubai. There's the Burj Khalifa. Buzz by. Hello. Nice little barrel roll. And then we'll go past the hotel. More speed. I don't think this aircraft has afterburner. We definitely, this is an Alpaca Airways livery. Oh my god, is that a gun? What is that thing attached? Wow. Yeah, you can see my knowledge of military aviation is somewhat lacking compared to my civil. Yeah, I don't like these red lights. Oh, we've managed to turn it off, that's a good sign. So I just want to see if I can over G. Oh no, so it's quite happy there. Trying to do a high-speed stall. No, it's very happy. More power. Sounds like a Hoover. Oh, there's that warning light again. T6NL. Timer. Unbelievable. Unfortunately, I can't look up with my pan view because I've got it assigned to trim. Oh, there's a helipad there. Oh, that would have been more fun. Right, oh, I can't see where I'm going. Am I hitting the seat? No. Right, more power. Where's the aircraft carrier? Yeah, we shouldn't take too long to get there. Let's just go flat out. So pulled 5G so far. Smoke on. What's VMO? I'm pushing nearly 400 knots now. I feel like we should limit to 400. Just trying to keep it in trim. Well, there's 400 knots. Whoa, it's so difficult to maintain level flight with this. Whoa. Let's try and maintain 1,000 feet. It's so sensitive. Trying to use the artificial horizon best as I can. Let's head off to that ship. Got real weather on still. I wish I could fire that cannon. Flaps are up. Yeah, it's really difficult to maintain altitude because that attitude is making me climb at 4,000 feet per minute. It feels really strange. I mean, trying to find my attitude. Oh, where did he come from? Ah, yes. Ooh, crikey. Right, where is this aircraft carrier? Well, we're at a third of the way there. I'm pushing 440 knots now. Oh, T6NL means compressor overspeed overheat. Okay. Is that because of my... I had too much stress on for too long? No idea. How much fuel have I got? Oh, we have 500 kilos of fuel. I'd be alarmed in the 737 if we had 500 kilos, but I should think that this is fine. Thank you very much, Kieran Harvey, for the £5 donation. He says, great stream. Have you linked your normal control profile to this? Could be jerky because the sliders are down instead of up. Maybe, Kieran Harvey. I've just basically not done anything. I've just fired it up.
Great stream. Have you linked your normal control profile to this? Could be jerky Bakuase. The sliders are down instead of up.
Oh yes, you might have slightly misspelt because there. Cheers. Thanks, Kieran. Might be. It's very jerky, like I said. Like if I make the changes, it's all of a sudden changing. Oh my god, I'm up to 6,000 feet. That's insane. It's really hard to judge your attitude here. It seems to want to climb with quite a flat attitude. Well, anyway, we're coming up to the aircraft carrier. The carrier landing will not be a butter. It's coming into. It should be coming into view now. Is that it there? There it is. I think. Is that it there? Yeah, there it is. Look. So we'll keep it at 400 knots. And we'll start descending now. There we are, back in trim. Perfect. Is there an autopilot here? Where's Command A? Where's my tray table? This actually looks really like nicely modelled. And I guess some of this stuff does work. I mean, I can push all this button. Fusing. What is this? Ooh, what is that? Is that Jetson fuel? You can see how there's a click spot. I don't dare pull that. Ooh, but look where I'm going. I bet if I pull that, it's going to probably eject. If we land successfully in Dubai, I'll pull it. Right, there's the carrier. And we're going to come straight in. Well, I've got to bleed off 400 knots now. Pull it, do it. Right, well, I guess we've got a speed brake. Bleed that speed off. It's so dark in here. Let's turn all the lights on. Ah, yes. That's better. Yeah, I would not make a good Red pilot, that's for sure. Alright, Jack, there's 350 knots. We will have to bleed off some more speed, so let's just go full rudder. There's speed brake as well. Spoilers are out. Probably shouldn't do this because it might blow the rudder off. There's a little speed brake deployed. Ooh. I don't dare push any of these buttons whilst I'm flying. Right, there's 200 knots. What's the... Oh, not this again. Oh, for goodness sake. If you say overpowered one more time, I'm going to quit the stream right away. I forgot about her. Oh, dear. Right, so we're going to do a touch and go. Speed's coming back nicely. There's 170-ish knots. I'll keep that speed brake out a little bit longer. What's the approach speed? 100-ish knots?
Call the ball. ILS 108.10.
I'm not going to tune it.
You're high.
Stall speed is 126 knots according to Google. Yes, the absolute knowledge base for pilot operating handbook. But I'll use it, Kieran. 126. Well, let's do 150. I reckon 150 knots will work out nicely. Right. Gear down.
You're high.
I know I'm high. Don't worry about it. Is the gear down? Yes, it is. Ooh, I'm going to drop this nose down. I'm idle thrust. Right, there we are. Come on, need to bleed more speed off here. I've still got the speed brakes out. I know I'm overpowered. Right, flaps. Full flaps. Right, there's around... Oh, God, that's really making the aircraft balloon. Wow. Tail hook, there isn't one. Well, it worked out the approach speed worked out quite nicely. Ooh, what's happened to the weather? Right, that'll do. So this will be a touch and go. I know I'm high, I'm fixing it. Hasn't said I'm overpowered at least.
Wave off.
Wave off? No way. We're committed.
Wave off.
What's happened to the water textures in X-Plane? I'm very high. No problem here, nothing to see. Just a nice little touch and go. Nice, no problem, 438. We're out of here. Flaps up, gears up. T6NL, do one. We're out of here, full power. I think that would be a typical landing rate for an aircraft carrier. Right, back to base. And then we'll look at the replay shortly after we've landed there. No problem. Nice little belly view. One of the things they always impress me at the air shows is when they do that, I don't know what the move is called. It's like a clock face. They kind of turn every 90 degrees and immediately stop it. I'll try my best to replicate that with my Airbus joystick in a desktop sim. It looks really cool when they do it. It's like that, and then they stop, and then that, and then that, and then that. But they keep, obviously, the altitude perfectly. Love it when they do that at air shows. Right, thanks to the iOS map for telling me I'm going roughly the right direction. I will do my absolute hardest to
50,
butter it into
40,
Dubai.
30, 20, 10.
Thank you very much, Javier, for the £5 donation. Oh, here we go.
You're overpowered.
Thank you very much. Yes, thankfully, not one mention of that today. Thank you very much, Javier. Very, very kind. But it's the attitude that's so unusual. Look, we're climbing at 2,000 feet per minute, but if you look outside, it looks like we're level. It's like we're kind of climbing up as if we're on like a escalator or something. How much fuel have we got? We've got about 450 kilos. Butter or eject. I'll tell you what I do. Regardless of a landing rate, we'll stop and I'll pull the handle, see what happens. Surely that'll be amusing. Amazing. Nathan Dunn, wait, this isn't a 737. I love all these people that occasionally come in to watch my streams and then they realise something's happened. No, we're in a BAE Hawk. Pull the handle mid-landing. I can't get used to this attitude though and thrust setting. I kind of want to stay a bit lower. It's quite responsive though. Right, where are you, Dubai? I think we need to go a little bit more in this direction. Jettison first. Behave. How's your fuel? Fuel's okay. We've got enough. I think, let's assign that to my view. There we are, that's a bit better. Oh! That's Jim's seat. That's Jim's view. These are all like automatically assigned views. What is this here? Oh, slave the compass, I guess, to the HSI. Perfect. Well, we've managed to get up to 8,500 feet just like that. I wasn't even trying. I think we'll accelerate and see if we can get a 450 knots. Very hard to see the sea. The texture looks the same here. That's a good pace. 500 knots. No idea what VMO is. What Mach number is this here? Decimal 9. Yeah, the controls are very heavy now. Lost my wig. Right, coming straight in. I think we should now bleed off that speed. Yeah, I just can't get used to this attitude and how it climbs with such a low attitude. Good luck, Captain. You're going to need it. Not at all. I don't think we're going to butter, but at least I've got a long enough runway to attempt it. As long as I bring this speed right back. Let's get that speed brake out again. Or air brake. I can hear it. We'll go for 1-2 left. Oh look, I think because I've got the ILS still tuned from the approach we flew, we're going to have all the deviation scales and everything here. Very high though. We do a 270-degree turn. Load on the G. Help us bleed off the rest of our speed. Whoa, there you go. That's what happens if you exceed your critical angle of attack. Stow the air brake. There we are. So 200 knots. Looks like around 5 miles from the runway. Keep getting the speed back. And there is Dubai, runway 12 left. Perfect. You need to keep some power on during the landing. Thanks for the heads up on that. Again, no clue how to fly this aircraft. As I've said, I'm embarrassing many people, no doubt. Right, gear. I've got full flaps. Still about 140 knots. We're climbing. God, the roll rate is so snappy now. God, look at that balloon. Right, there's around 130. Let's set. That looks good. Right, looks like we're in trim. Speed's good. Which runway should I take? 1-2 left or 1-2 right? We'll go 1-2 left. Go for absolute butter here. I hope the Air Force are watching. Ooh, it's feeling a bit wallowy. I'm definitely not in trim here. There we are. Okay, speed's good. Around 120 knots. I feel that could be a tad slow. In fact, someone said the stall speed's 124, but I should think that's clean. Right, there we are. On the glide slope pod localizer. No problem, guys. I'll just teach you how to fly an ILS and a Hawk. God, it's so jerky. Like every time I move the stick, it just goes woo, 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 like this. It's going to be hard to butter. So imagine if I was still on VATSIM now. Right, let's see what we can do. So you know how the military guys land? They basically like plonk it down. That's my excuse if I land hard. I just say I'm like, yeah, just doing like the pros. God, it's so jerky. Alright, let's. I'm gonna really start rounding it out high. Oh, I feel like I'm about to stall because I can't keep the wings level. Oh. Nothing to see here. There's plenty of runway. Let's try that again. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard. It doesn't want to land. Come on, I'm going to run out of runway soon. There we go. Oh. I think I was just above the stall speed because the wings kept dropping every time I pitched up. A hard landing. It's impossible to butter. Alright, we made it. And we've stopped. Right, no idea how to set the parking brake. Oh, I don't know. Right, anyway, we've stopped. Now, what was it you wanted me to do? You wanted me to pull the ejector seat. Right, should I try it?
Eject.
Okay. Right, well, it looks like I've ejected, and my jet has now taken the opportunity to taxi away from me. Well, that's quite cool. Can I still control it? No, I have no control of... Oh, I can! I can still fly the jet. Superb. Impressive. And we're down. Let's see if I can at least get the aircraft near us. No, I can't change view. I can't do anything. No, I'm screwed. I don't know how to set the parking brake, but looks like I've just ingested myself. No problem. Thank you very much to Captain Lazy for the £10 donation. He says, 30, unlucky, bread and
20,
jam for you. Appreciate that, thank you. But unfortunately for me, I've now just been ingested by a Hawk engine. Right then, guys, well, hopefully we'll be able to at least do the replay and it won't mess around or anything. Let's cue the music first. Where are you? There it is. It works at least. Can I do a replay? Fingers crossed. It's opened. Oh no, unfortunately I'm stuck. I can't do anything. Whose idea was it to jump out? I don't think we can do the replay. Ah, I can't move my arrows. All I can do is zoom in and out. I can't even zoom in and out. Unfortunately I'm stuck right here. Now how do I get back into the flight deck? That's a great shame. Well, let's get to where we are now. Well, I can at least see the aircraft, but I can't, unfortunately, move the views or anything. Everything is jammed. Can't shift forward or anything. I'm just stuck here. I will try. See what happens if I replay to the point where I ejected at least. But I think it's probably a permanent thing. Oh, no, there we are. No, unfortunately, I've been abandoned here. Dear, turn off replay and press W. I'll try it. No, everything is completely broken, unfortunately. Well, we'll probably just have to end the stream as it is, but what can you do? Hey, at least we got to eject and see what happened. Thank you very much, Toga, for a very generous 150 South African rand there. He says, thanks to the stream, Captain. We truly are a lucky bunch to be entertained and educated with the streams. Thank you, Captain. That was very kind of you, and I'm glad you're still enjoying the content. Thank you for the continued support. Your generosity is off the scale, Toga, again, so thank you very, very much indeed. Alright, guys, so I'm sorry to end it like this. You can see the Hawk is on its own journey, vacating the runway. We'll call it a day here and end the stream, but guys, thank you so much. I'm sorry you can't see that landing on the carrier as well. It's such a shame. But guys, we'll be back on Sunday. I think we're going to probably take the Tupolev up for a stream there. Guys, all the members as well, my apologies for not doing the group flight this weekend, as mentioned. Probably going to get some news tomorrow or Saturday, which would have prevented me wanting to stream. Anyway, we'll just have to see what happens, and otherwise we'll all see you all on Sunday. Guys, enjoy your weekend, take care, and don't forget we'll be doing the quiz and giveaway as well. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.